Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for part 2 of G1 Climax 2015 finals. We have our New Japan World Player set to 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 55 seconds. On the screen here, we see Bobby Fish, and a referee is covering up Kyle O'Reilly's face. So we're going to hit play on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And there are the Young Bucks, and this is going to be our first match of the second half, and immediately just barn burner.
And the stakes are so high here for reDRagon. Will they be able to regain? Will they be able to regain the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships? I mean, remember, at one point, reDRagon so dominant, they held both the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles and the ROH Tag Team titles at the same time. Now look at that, Bobby Fish here called the super kick of Matt Jackson, and oh, look at that. Kicks him off early. Bobby Fish, I think, was thinking ankle lock.
Goes for a kick there. Matt Jackson goes for a super kick. Kyle O'Reilly. Bobby Fish ducks it. And now they're face to face. Fish and Matt Jackson.
Ashton, this rivalry between the young... Oh, wow.
And tagged out to Nick.
Now Nick gets the tag. You got to wonder if Kyle O'Reilly will also get the tag.
I don't know.
And I believe he did.
Yeah, he did.
There you go. But
O'Reilly, man, he is a scary-looking dude sometimes.
Actually, I feel like Matt Jackson kind of made my point for me because I was getting ready to tell you. I mean, we know how personal the rivalry between reDRagon and the Young Bucks is. I think it's a personal rivalry. It's a professional rivalry based on pride. Look at Kyle O'Reilly
just got a little hint of sleazy Kyle.
And now look at that nice arm into the armbar. And look at Nick Jackson, though, stacking him up. Nice counter by Nick Jackson, but look at that. Kyle O'Reilly called the super kick.
Guillotine.
Oh, look at that counter there by Nick Jackson. Knows the submission so well.
Jesus! You've got to be a sharpshooter. And Nick Jackson gets to the ropes right away. Kyle O'Reilly's so freaking good.
I knew Kyle O'Reilly's submission game was on point, but I'm beginning to think that was a gross understatement at best. Insulting at worst. And now...
I mean, I almost want to see a match between him and Zack Sabre Jr. now.
Oh my God, don't tease me. Because you know I became a big Zack Sabre Jr. fan thanks to PWG. And nice snapmare tag down there from Bobby Fish.
This year, he might win it.
Oh, I'm excited for that. Tope Atomico there by Bobby Fish. Into the cover here, and Nick Jackson stays in it. Nick Jackson may want to make a tag to his brother Matt. Just saying. It seems like he's in a bad way here.
I mean, it's something for him to consider.
reDRagon, they are so focused. One of the best teams, I think, in the world today, Ashton. I mean, again, any team that can hold 2 tag titles from 2 different companies simultaneously. It just shows you how legit they are. But Young Bucks are nothing to be scoffed at either. You know, very capable team. And like reDRagon, I would also say one of the best. And now look at that, though. Kyle O'Reilly fending him off. Matt Jackson goes over the ropes here. Kyle O'Reilly left alone with Nick Jackson. What can he do here?
I don't know how, but Kyle O'Reilly just managed to win a 2-on-1 situation where the odds were not in his favor.
Against the Young Bucks of all people. I mean, 2-on-1 odds are 2-on-1 odds as it is.
Oh my God, the triangle.
Yeah, that armbar there. Using the ropes.
Triangle at first, but yeah, you're right. It was totally an armbar. And look at that. Bobby Fish sweeps the leg, and Nick Jackson just face plants. And then the huge knee to the neck of Nick Jackson. And now both members of reDRagon in the ring. It looks like they're probably going to go for... Oh, they're just posing. I love it.
Mocking the Young Bucks here. Now, oh, wow. Nick Jackson was just like, now you listen here. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's definitely what it came off as.
Oh, and now Nick Jackson all alone with reDRagon.
No!
And now the alternating kicks to each leg. Bobby Fish has got a leg. Kyle O'Reilly's got a leg. And now I think they're going to do it to the arms, maybe. We'll see it. And yeah, well, arm and kind of chest there. Chest and back cover here by Kyle O'Reilly. And Nick Jackson stays in it.
Oh, man. I said barn burner, but this match is just flat out entertaining.
Completely agree with you there, partner. Bobby Fish gets the tag. Tell you, Bobby Fish. I feel like a lot of the talk when you talk about reDRagon is on Kyle O'Reilly, but Bobby Fish, certainly a capable human being. Very talented athlete.
Too strong.
And now look at that, the body shots, the measured strikes by Bobby Fish, and there was one of the thigh there, Nick Jackson. And Matt Jackson there.
Matt Jackson goes for the clothesline, catches him by the head scissors. Nice kick there from Nick.
Absolutely. And Ashton, that is where the Young Bucks are at their best, when they can establish that rhythm of
I think Kyle O'Reilly's going to do a cannonball here.
But I think he's going to get super kicked, and he does.
Wow, good call, good call.
I could see the Young Bucks that were prepping for it. They were kind of standing back, letting Kyle O'Reilly believe he had the advantage, and God, this is not going to be good.
World.
Double stop, maybe? No, senton. Wow.
We both said the exact same thing at the same time.
Well, that's just how the Young Bucks roll. I mean, they leave everybody in amazement. And now look at Cody Hall here. I didn't even know he was at ringside. Hey, wait a minute here. And he's carrying off Kyle O'Reilly. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I love reDRagon, but I don't want to just see Bobby Fish. Kyle O'Reilly is what makes it great.
Well, the Young Bucks just turned this IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup into a handicap match. And now they're putting the boots to Bobby Fish here.
That is until Kyle O'Reilly comes running triumphantly back down that ramp.
Cody Hall's so proud of himself. Took out Kyle O'Reilly for the moment, to my partner's point. And now Nick Jackson are going to try and get the quick win off Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish has got to stay in this long enough that Kyle O'Reilly gets back in the fight. Matt Jackson gets the tag, but I mean, Ashton, this is a precarious situation for reDRagon to be in. Matt Jackson loving what he's seeing.
You know what, though, John? The Young Bucks have to feel like they're on a timer right now because they know that Kyle O'Reilly isn't out of this permanently, and they need to get this done while he's not in it.
That was an excellent kick to the back of the head there by Nick Jackson to Bobby Fish. But Bobby Fish, though, still able to kick out. You got to wonder, though, Bobby Fish could be concussed. His equilibrium could be thrown off. And when that happens, I mean, it gets harder to execute offense, which is what Bobby Fish is all about. I mean, just that chain, that fluidity, that technical acumen.
I mean, I don't think either one of the members of reDRagon is necessarily a defensive wrestler. But if either one of them can pull off holding out until the other one recovers, it is Bobby Fish, because he is really good at just kind of stalling for time while Kyle O'Reilly recovers in most cases.
But here's the danger, Ashton, we're seeing it here. The neck breaker on the knee, though, of Nick Jackson. And that's what I was getting ready to say, is the cover here, and Bobby Fish kicks out. Well, Bobby Fish is isolated and worn down, and this really has essentially become a handicap match. It's still abiding by tag team rules, and by that I mean that the Young Bucks can do legal double teams when they tag in and out, and you see the frequent tags here. This is a brilliant game plan by the Young Bucks, like him or not. And Bobby Fish still trying to fight back. He's got the forearms here. I don't know how much good that's going to do him, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best game plan involving cheating that I've seen in a while.
I mean, you do have to give a huge assist there to Cody Hall, taking out Kyle O'Reilly. That's the only reason this plan was even able to come to fruition in the first place. And Bobby Fish looking at me, goes to that corner. There's nobody there. Kyle O'Reilly is not there.
No, he's not.
Bobby Fish is all alone. And look at that,
the knee to the face. And now
wow,
Matt Jackson with a spear. I almost said Kyle O'Reilly.
Seated running knee strike by Nick Jackson.
Shining Wizard there, and Fish stays alive. Like I said, he's good at biding time. He's good at stalling. He's good at staying alive, not getting pinned.
But Ashton,
it's a matter of time until Kyle O'Reilly shows back up, right? Right?
I mean,
John? Right?
Look,
he's coming back, right?
Look, partner, I agree with you. There's no contention on my end, but you got to look at the gleam in Bobby Fish's eyes, the expression in his eyes. He just looks like he's totally out of it.
He's doing this, man. He is doing this.
Oh, and the miscue at the Young Bucks. And that could be an opening there.
I'm telling you, man, Bobby Fish is keeping this going, but he needs a tag so bad. Where is Kyle O'Reilly when you need him?
But the Young Bucks are the champions in this matchup for a
Samoan
reason.
drop.
Bobby Fish will fight to the bitter end, and again, that look in his eyes, I mean, he just looks out of it to me. I don't even know how he's been able to keep it together. So all the credit in the world to Bobby Fish. Where is Kyle O'Reilly?
So bad.
And there's Kyle O'Reilly. Duck the discus lariat of Cody Hall. And now Kyle O'Reilly trying to rally Bobby Fish on. Matt Jackson trying to stop him.
And he gets the
tag. Oh, wait a minute here. And the boot to the face there, Matt Jackson. Kyle O'Reilly on the top rope.
And the
nice double drop kick there. Taking out both Young Bucks. Kyle O'Reilly's fired up here.
Forearm. Oh, but look at this. No, Kyle O'Reilly stops it. Under. Kick to the thigh. Slap to the face. Knee to the face. Kick to the chest. Sweep the leg.
Oh, he is pumped. This is Kyle O'Reilly's house, and everyone knows it, but Nick Jackson, that too sweet thumb to the eye. And now...
Oh, he's going to get an armbar here. Yep.
Oh, and he got it.
Never, ever try and do a sunset flip on Kyle O'Reilly. You will be in pain.
Nick
oh,
Jackson
my God. And the ankle hook here. The heel hook.
Yeah, and then, oh, look at that, though. Matt Jackson does get to the ropes. I was going to say, see, they go at such a fast pace, they're outpacing my commentary, that Nick Jackson isn't legal, but Matt Jackson is. Oh, the knee by Kyle O'Reilly off the apron.
Who did you say is legal? Matt.
Matt Jackson is legal, and
well,
so
Matt's
is Kyle
in the ring. Matt's in the middle of the ring. Well, not in the middle, but he is in the ring right now. And now Kyle O'Reilly going to the top rope.
Matt Jackson may have a bad wheel here.
Drop kick here, maybe? No?
Oh, no, he vaults over. And Bobby Fish comes in. Wow, the communication.
And now, I think we're going to get a knee drop here. There we go.
And we did.
Taking a page out of Nakamura's playbook.
Right on the face, almost the throat there of Matt Jackson, too.
Nakamura, who's in our main event tonight against Tanahashi for the right to face Okada for the World Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom 10.
Yeah, you want to talk about high stakes. It doesn't get any higher than the G1 Climax 2015 Finals. And now look at that, though. They were going for chasing the dragon. Matt Jackson, though, slipped out. Standing waistlock reversal. Throws Kyle O'Reilly into Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson with that facebuster there.
Into a moonsault? No, into a DDT.
Wow, the fluidity of Nick Jackson to go from one move to the next.
And now Nick and Matt both in the ring. It looks like they're calling for an indie taker.
Oh, could this be it here? No, I think they're going to go for that buckle bomb kick.
Kick to the back of the head, yeah.
There it is. And now
Matt
Jackson. Oh, the cannonball. I think Nick Jackson
going to the top rope.
Oh, this is not good. This is
450,
not good.
450, I think.
Kyle O'Reilly may be done for here. Is it 450? It is. Yep. Wow. And now Matt Jackson holds him up.
And Kyle O'Reilly kicks out. Staying alive, man. The Young Bucks have about 3 finishers left in their arsenal. More bang for your buck, an indie taker, and a Meltzer driver.
reDRagon still breathing fire in this championship matchup here. They have not been slain yet. But
it's been a while since we've seen the Bucks using just regular more bang for your buck. Oh, and it looks like that's what they're going for here.
Oh, could it be?
No, but Kyle O'Reilly with the guillotine. Look at this.
Brilliant reversal. And look at that Bobby Fish there isolating Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson's caught in the guillotine.
Look at that Northern Lights. 2. Oh, but O'Reilly right back into the guillotine.
Oh, and now he's got it in deep, Ashton. He's got it in deep.
But look at this. Matt Jackson finds a way to his feet. And maybe another Northern Lights?
But
no.
I thought it was going to be a capture. Oh, I thought it was going to be a capture.
Oh, empty taker.
Oh, wait,
look at Bobby Fish, though.
Oh, Bobby Fish tripping up Nick Jackson. Kyle O'Reilly reverses. And now what's it going to be for Kyle O'Reilly? Double suplex.
Butterfly Brainbusters.
Wow. Look at
into
them
the butterfly DDT, into the German. The fluidity, like you were saying earlier on, John, is incredible.
And now look at that, though. Nick Jackson coming back in. And I think he was able to break it up. I think he actually shoved Bobby Fish into the pin attempt there.
He did, yeah, he did.
Man, I mean, this is what you'd expect. The Young Bucks.
And look at Nick Jackson. How smart is that?
And yeah, that's brilliant tag team wrestling. That's why they're the champions, Ashton. That's why they're the champions. And what a forearm there to Kyle O'Reilly. I'm telling you guys, this rivalry, reDRagon and the Young Bucks, they have fought all over the world. They have fought for so many championships. But tonight it's about the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And who will have supremacy there?
Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship.
Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. Sorry, well, that's what I meant.
Look at this. Kyle O'Reilly went for an Enziguri, but Nick Jackson ducked. Nick Jackson goes for a spinning heel kick or whatever, the roundhouse kick. That's what it was.
Oh,
and now the lariat from Kyle O'Reilly.
And Kyle O'Reilly is pumped up here.
And now O'Reilly, brainbuster.
Right into the float over. Right into the float over.
Only a 2 count, though. But the armbar. Oh, but Nick Jackson has his hands locked.
Again, I said it once. I'll say it 1,000 times. That ability to
go look at this Bobby Fish with the headbutt.
And that's able to make the break. That could do it.
Oh, but the Matt Jackson with the elbow. Matt Jackson survives. Matt Jackson keeps his team alive.
Wow, Matt Jackson coming in like a human projectile with that elbow drop. I feel like Nick Jackson was only moments away from tapping out there, and you would have seen the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships vanished from the grasp of the Young Bucks.
Oh, and in comes Bobby Fish now with Nick Jackson.
Nick Jackson begging off. There are no
Wrenching the
timeouts,
arm.
Nick.
And just kind of... Oh, no! Nick Jackson
Nick
shoves him
countered.
away. Oh,
And
and
now
look at
shoves
this.
the referee into Bobby Fish. And
Oh,
the
and the
low
low
blow.
blow.
Come on now. And
Oh,
now
and
he's got
the title. The title.
Oh, come on. He
Blocks
clocks him in
Bobby
the
Fish
head.
with the championship. Hits O'Reilly with the championship, too.
Oh, this could be it here.
He's awfully proud of himself, isn't he? Now tags in Matt Jackson. I think we're going to see an Indie Taker here.
The damn Young Bucks are just moments away from retaining the tag team titles here. And now it's going to be an Indie Taker, and that's probably going to do it. Damn it, the damn Young Bucks. Give credit to the low blow and the championship belt off the skull. This is going to do it. 2.
Are you kidding me right now?
Wow, Bobby Fish stayed in it.
Bobby Fish is the toughest human being on the planet.
How much does being IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions mean to reDRagon?
You know what, John? After that, I think we might be seeing the next Ring of Honor television champion.
Certainly.
And look at this. Kyle O'Reilly's so smart. Acting like a meat shield. He knows Bobby Fish is the legal man, so he shoves him into the ropes and takes on both Young Bucks by himself. He's ready for this. Super kick number 1. Oh, and look at this. Cody Hall, while the ref's distracted with Fish. Cody Hall. But look, Kyle O'Reilly got out of the way. Both Young Bucks super kick Cody Hall.
Can reDRagon pull this off? Oh, my God.
Double leg whip. Double dragon screw.
Oh, that's got to hurt everybody, save for Kyle O'Reilly, the initiator of the whole thing. Bobby Fish is still legal, though. Bobby Fish is still legal.
And the referee is still distracted. Oh, and the slap, and the knee to the face, and the knee to the chest, or the kick to the chest. And he goes for the leg sweep, but Nick Jackson dodges, and a super kick. Oh, and look at this. Matt Jackson grabbed Kyle O'Reilly. He has him in tombstone position. Are we going to get an Indie Taker on the outside here?
He'll break his damn neck. And now Nick Jackson, he's thinking about it. Oh, he's going to do it. That no good bastard.
Oh, but look at this. Bobby Fish. Psycho suplex. Kyle O'Reilly got out of the Indie Taker.
Oh, what's this? You're chasing the dragon on the outside. Could be. Oh, this could really be an advantage for reDRagon.
And they hit it.
Chasing the dragon. Wow, Matt Jackson is out.
Kyle O'Reilly back in the ring.
If they could capitalize on this, this could be their moment for him in the corner.
Kick. Knee. Kick.
Oh, my God. This could be the moment for reDRagon here. They got chasing the dragon on Matt to the outside.
I what they're setting up for here. Bobby Fish going for a superplex, maybe.
They could be setting up for the end, partner. They could be setting up for the end. And now Bobby Fish.
Falcon Zero
off the top. Goes into the cover here. 1, 2. Oh no, it's not over.
How much longer can Nick Jackson do this, though? Matt is out on the outside.
Oh, this could be it.
Chasing the dragon here. This might be it. He hit it. Chasing the dragon. Bobby Fish, go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. We have 2 champions.
Wow. reDRagon has done it.
New IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, reDRagon, and they regain the titles. They had him at Wrestle Kingdom, and they've got him again now.
You know, guys, I said on Saturday that if you're a reDRagon fan, life is looking pretty sweet to you right now, but this isn't what I anticipated. Wow. reDRagon, once again, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
And I think that that's not the only goal that they're going to have by the end of September, because the kick out of the Indie Taker tells me that Bobby Fish is ready to win the ROH Television Championship from Jay Lethal.
What reDRagon battled back from. You had Cody Hall taking Kyle O'Reilly to the back. You had Bobby Fish eat a low blow and a championship belt to the skull, and they persevered, and there is the sight. reDRagon once again, IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, and look at Nick Jackson's face. You would have felt like somebody told him that his goldfish died.
Yep.
And reDRagon paying homage, paying their respects to the belts. I don't know who they know in Japan that they're paying respects to, but they are just elated right now. Nick Jackson.
The Young Bucks have held those titles for 6 months now.
Wow.
Yeah, they won them at the New Beginning in Osaka on February 11th. Haven't lost them since then. And reDRagon has challenged for those titles a few times since then, but haven't been successful.
Now, is this reDRagon's second run with the championships? Or is this...
Yeah, it is their second run.
All right, two-time IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. And man, again, reDRagon's stock continues to rise. And if they can carry this momentum back to ROH, could Kyle O'Reilly be a future world champion and Bobby Fish a future world television champion?
How insane would it be if they won the tag titles in ROH and they both won ROH's individual titles and they both had 3 championships to their name?
Dude, they'd own the wrestling world.
Yeah.
reDRagon would be the wrestling world at that point. And we roll on to our next matchup here. What is our next bout, Ashton?
It's the match that we've been anticipating, John. The Junior Heavyweight Championship match, Kushida and Ricochet.
This is going to be something, folks.
This is going to be special.
If you are witnessing Ricochet for the first time, you picked quite a time to do it.
Out on.
Yeah, first of all, you have no idea what you're missing out on, to my partner's point. But second of all, since you are finally tuning in, if you are one of those people, you picked a fine time to do it.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to show you what Ricochet can do more than a guy like Kushida. He is going to push Ricochet to his limit.
I would definitely say that the other way around, John. I think it's going to be Ricochet that pushes Kushida to his limit, and he's going to need to if he wants to win the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
That's what it's all about, that Junior Heavyweight Championship. Kushida, I was honestly surprised when you told me one day that Kushida was the champion, because I've just been so used to him just being the other half of the Time Splitters. But I'll tell you what Kushida has managed to do. He has managed to command my respect with his recent successes. Not that I never, disliked him or anything like that. I never really had a problem with Kushida. It's just I always feel like I overlooked him. Well, I'm not overlooking him anymore, and you certainly can't overlook him in this match when he's coming in as the defending champion. And I impart that same advice to Ricochet if he hopes to walk out of here with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
And this match is definitely setting up to be a longer match. I'm guessing it's probably going to go for over 15 minutes. And Ricochet, we know that he can go all night long, John.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So conditioning will certainly not be a problem for Ricochet. And Kushida, though, Ashton, if you're Kushida, you're the champion. You've got all of this kind of bearing down on your shoulders. What is going through your mind? You really got to barely scout Ricochet in the tag team bouts that these guys had against each other leading up to this match. And you could say the same for Ricochet about Kushida. What do you do if you're the champion?
I think if you're the champion, you just have to go out there and try and prove that you're the better man. To me, if you're Kushida, you don't really have a super elaborate game plan. You just want to go out there and prove that you're the better man. And if you're not, you'll get beat. And that's all it comes down to.
This really is a match, Ashton, and I kind of gather that from your sentiments, where game planning really isn't the issue. You can't really do much game planning, especially, again, since I said earlier, they didn't get to do much scouting on each other, did Kushida?
Well, if we're being completely down to earth and really, really thinking about game plans and that kind of thing, if you're Kushida, the first thing that's on your mind is to ground Ricochet.
I think ground Ricochet, and then thinking specifically about Kushida, you want to target the arm. He started to do that in the tag team bouts. That was probably the most effective thing Kushida managed to do in those tag team bouts. Yep. And he's just locking eyes. What are we getting ready to witness here? We're all saying something special, but that's so vague. I don't think it even begins to capture the intensity that is going to be waged over that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Man, Kushida looks so focused, but so does Ricochet. There's a calm about Ricochet tonight.
It's almost like he knows that he's the better man, and that all he needs to do now tonight is prove it. Like, he knows that if he just doesn't screw up, he's going to win the championship. Like, he feels like he is the best junior in the world, and he is just showing up tonight to prove that point.
Would you conflate the calmness for oversight, Ashton? Maybe Ricochet's overlooking Kushida a little bit here.
I don't think he's overlooking anyone. I think that it's not an arrogance, it's a confidence. There's a difference.
Indeed there is. I won't argue that point. But Ricochet, he has got to be so on point, if if you will, if he wants to win this match. And there we go. Contest has started here. And just big stakes again. I mean, we just saw a title change with reDRagon. I find that very funny, very appropriate, because we go from one championship bout to the other. We had a title change in the preceding bout. Did that set a tone for this bout, potentially? Only time will tell.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it seems to me like Kushida only just won the Junior Heavyweight Championship in July. So I kind of doubt he's going to lose it this early. But you know what? With the way it could be just because Ricochet just got back to New Japan that they're going to decide to put the title on him now. But honestly, if I had to guess, I think Kushida's going to win this. I'm just curious as to how.
My early prediction, of course, would be Kimura lock, but I think Ricochet would be too smart for that. And if not too smart, certainly too resilient to tap out. That's just my opinion of Ricochet as a performer. I have a very high opinion of him. Between his work,
that might have something to do with the fact that Prince Puma never gives up.
That is true.
Prince Puma's never tapped out, so why would Ricochet, right?
Certainly. I mean, yeah.
Oh, and look at this.
And Ricochet, the kip up, though. Almost as a challenge to Kushida, saying, come on, vaults over him here. And then Kushida there vaults over him. And, we're going to get this back and forth here.
Over the back.
Oh, man.
Flips the lariat, back flips into the Hurricane Rana here. There we go. Oh, but Kushida lands on his feet. And then kind of does a backflip of his own.
Oh, goes to the lariat there. Ricochet ducked.
Another Hurricane Rana there from Ricochet.
And he got that one.
Ricochet really is Lucha now, isn't he?
I would say that Ricochet won that exchange. He sent Kushida to the outside.
Man.
And then he paid for it.
Missile drop kick from Kushida. Yeah, you can do all your flippy shit in the world, but when I kick you in the face, you're going to feel it.
And I think that finger wag from Kushida even kind of signified, yeah, you don't sleep on me. You don't overlook me to kind of be a braggart. And that's what Ricochet was doing there. And Ricochet trying to create that distance. Kind of just shoving Kushida away, but Kushida's still going to take control of the arm and implementing that game plan that we talked about, Ashton. Or at least trying to here. He's got control of the wrist.
He does. Oh, and look at that. Slams the wrist down on the mat. That's definitely a good first step in achieving what he wants to get.
Absolutely. And now Kushida is going to try and take control of the arm here.
He's definitely got control of it. It's almost like he's trying to hit the Kimura already.
Yeah, definitely. There's a sense of
maybe even an Anaconda Vice? Oh, no, he's going
to step on it, I think. He's going to stomp on it here.
He is.
Oh, man. And he does. And Ricochet here has to shake the arm out. I don't know if Blood Bowl is really going to help the pain that you're in, though, Ricochet.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Ashton. I mean, you can definitely sense the urgency on the part of Kushida, which makes perfect sense to me because he is the champion. You know, he is the one with everything to lose here. And again, drives that arm down into the canvas.
It sort of feels like Kushida is here to win. Ricochet is here to put on a good show.
Let me ask you something, Ashton. I mean, you and I have been watching Kushida for a while now. Is it off-putting to you, I mean, at least in the context, I guess, of this match, that a guy of Kushida's stature could be so methodical and just so good at the ground game as he's doing here with Ricochet, just really singling out that arm?
What are you asking? If I'm surprised by that?
Yeah, are you? Because I just feel like it's uncharacteristic for most guys Kushida's size, you know.
Why?
Well, because I think we're just so used to the aerial maneuverings and whatnot, and I think I've even
we already saw him do a missile dropkick, so it's not like Kushida is a completely ground-based guy. But just because you're small doesn't mean that you can't be technically, precise.
I mean, I've seen it before. I just think it's always funny because when you and I talk about it before, you usually said that feels to you at least more like a heel characteristic. And Ricochet, though, look at that.
What a beautiful blue thunder bomb.
Excellent. So much spin and torque on that. Just drove Kushida down. And that's the type of move, that's the type of move that made Kushida retreat all the way to the outside.
And honestly, John, I think that the whole, technically precise... Oh, is he going over? Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, and he landed on the guardrail. That looks really, really painful.
He cleared it, though.
Oh, and look at this. He's not even limping. Are you kidding me right now?
And replay.
Look at his left leg. It was just the foot. Okay, yeah, he's fine.
But still,
I thought he caught his left knee on the corner of that guardrail. I was freaking out, oh my God, Ricochet just tore his ACL. We're not going to have Prince Puma in season 2 of Lucha Underground. And no, he's fine.
And now Ricochet here on the apron. Could it be springboard? And it is. Wow, what a senton there.
Unbelievable. That was one of the most efficient-looking sentons I've ever seen in my life.
his flexibility and just his ability to manipulate and just contort his body are unbelievable.
He might be the freakiest athlete on the planet as far as the world of pro wrestling goes.
I'm going to say right now, guys, I feel like both of these men, particularly Ricochet, are going to hamper my ability to English when this is all over. Yeah. So, just putting that out there as a disclaimer.
He is spectacular. They call AJ phenomenal, Ricochet spectacular.
Without question. And you've seen how the uppercuts to Kushida in the corner there. And now, I don't know what he's going to try and follow up with, though. I mean, who knows with Ricochet? Well, he can do anything.
Uppercut.
And everything.
Snapmare.
And now a snapmare takeover.
Slides over.
Wow.
Little drop kick there.
It's like channeling his inner Tonga there with that sliding. Wow. Beautiful. 2.
The amount of air that he got on that moonsault, it blows my mind.
He cleared it. And Kushida just holding his ribs. I mean, Kushida's got to find it difficult to breathe at the moment.
They're going to show a replay of this. Yeah, that was. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to get it over. That was spectacular.
You know, that's the second straight replay we've seen of Ricochet. Not only is he spectacular, but he is becoming literally the human highlight reel for this contest.
I think I called him that in the first tag team match that he participated in G1 this year.
Well, it seems incredibly appropriate. And now the chest kicks there. Kushida up against the ropes.
Look at this. Kushida with the kick to the side. And now the forearm. And another forearm. And another. Oh, but Ricochet answers with a forearm of his own. Kind of rubs the hair there of Kushida, almost as if to say, you're doing good, little tyke. But Kushida takes that as a disrespect and kicks him right in the chest.
Absolutely, and Ricochet still favoring that arm, but he grabbed the leg there. And now look at this discus forearm.
Now but look at this. Kushida with the falling heel kick. The wheel kick, I think it would be.
Amazing. Kushida, there was no give there. He got on the offensive.
Oh, and look at this. Kushida on the top rope. Goes after Ricochet on the outside. And a nice little senton there. Takes Ricochet off his feet.
And now Kushida instantly back in the ring. If I was him, I'd have no qualms trying to get the countout victory, being the champion.
Look at this.
The first replay for Kushida, that senton. Picture perfect.
It looked almost like Ricochet wanted to catch him in a powerbomb, but the impact was just too much.
Yeah, that moment.
Oh, and look at this. The drop kick there from Kushida actually brings Ricochet into the ring because his head was lower than the rope on the inside of the ring, and Kushida pushed his head down, and it pushed him down into the ring. And look at this. Ricochet's back up already. Kushida wanted a moonsault. Ricochet stood up. And now a boot and... Oh, look at that. A complete shot, John.
Wow, and then, look at that. The standing shooting star press, 2. And, the kick out by Kushida.
That was a complete shot, right?
Yeah, that was like an inverted complete shot.
Oh, okay.
Which you did better than me because I was this close to calling zigzag. But
yeah. Well, I was gonna call it just like a. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't have been though. I was gonna call it a jumping flatliner, but it was from behind. So yeah.
I know some people have called it like a jumping bulldog. I don't know what you do.
A bulldog? How is that anything like a bulldog?
Don't ask me. Like I said, I've heard it from other people. That's not from me. And Kushida though with the hard elbows to the back of the head there, Ricochet. And now Ricochet,
Ricochet reverses the Irish whip into the corner, but Kushida goes up over. Ricochet does a backflip. Kushida tries to... Oh, and he hits...
Ricochet caught him.
Ricochet caught him. Oh, now look at this, into the Kimura. Oh, but he needs to get it behind him in order for it to be actually effective.
Kushida's so good, so persistent on that arm.
He is persistent, but look at how good Ricochet has been, how aware he's been when it's coming, being able to keep his arm in front of his torso.
Well, what did I say when we talked about the Kimura lock? I said I thought Ricochet would be too smart, if not too smart, because everybody gets caught every now and again.
Look at this.
Too resilient.
Right back into it, and now it looks like he actually has the Kimura locked in, and he does.
Well, now we're going to have to depend on the resiliency. And Ricochet showing it here, and I think he's close to the ropes. If we could just get his foot on the ropes. Just got to move.
So close.
Oh, look at him. He's kind of cradling the leg.
Oh,
wow.
My. And look at this, Ricochet. Benadryller here, maybe.
God, yeah, maybe Benadryller. And I could knock Kushida out.
No.
Could it be Benadryller? No.
Kushida with a kick.
Right to the arm, too. Staying on it.
Yeah, Kushida's the only one with a game plan here. Ricochet's just trying to impress people. And look at that! Superman punch from Ricochet!
Yeah, that just straight shot by Ricochet there. Rocks Kushida. Kushida goes to the opposite corner.
Now Ricochet
now
gonna go to
fired
the other
up.
corner himself. The little sidewinder action, and then the kick to the back of the head. And I think, are we gonna get a 450 here? Crossbody. Oh, but look at this! Kushida caught him in an armbar.
Wow, what a counter! Kushida, his dedication to his game plan is surreal.
Yeah,
And
he knows
now,
what he wants to do, and he is executing it to the finest.
wow, the tenacity of Kushida.
And here, look at this. Ricochet, though, you know what? Say what you will about Ricochet being a flippy guy. At the end of the day, he is far more powerful than you would expect someone his size to be.
And he's showing it right here. Look at this.
Power bomb here. Oh,
what
and
a
look at
power
that.
bomb.
It almost looked like Kushida wanted to turn it into a Hurricane Rana, but he just couldn't get it off.
And I'll tell you, I think that may have been a mistake by Kushida because I think that only worsened the impact. It looked like Ricochet broke Kushida in half. And I'll tell you, folks, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, it hangs in the balance. Kushida the champion, Ricochet the challenger. Ricochet may try and rally here. That powerbomb creating an opening. Can Ricochet capitalize?
I guess we'll have to wait and see here. It looks like they're both getting to their knees, but they're going to brawl it out while they're there.
Look at these strikes here from both men. And Kushida looks a bit perturbed.
Oh, and look at this. Did you see the headbutt there from Ricochet? It was subtle, but he did it.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm telling you, he wants to take the fight to Kushida.
Forearm exchange here, John. They're on their feet. Looking like Ishii and Makabe with these forearms. And now Ricochet with the Europeans. He changes it up and immediately gets an advantage. But now look at this. Kushida with the kick breaks one off. And now going to break the arm. And look at this. Arm over the shoulder. And now Kushida. Oh, he went for a kick there. Ricochet. Spin kick.
Pele by Kushida.
These guys are killing each other right now.
They are leaving everything in there. Except for maybe the kitchen sink, but that will come. And I mean, hell, for Kushida, he's already tried the Kimura lock.
I'm telling you, man, Ricochet needs to call that double rotation moonsault the kitchen sink. Because that is literally his last resort at this point. And it sucks because I freaking love him doing that move.
Well, I mean, he's got that. And I don't think Ricochet's hit a 630, though, either. You may want to think about that. But the kicks to the arm there. And Kushida.
Irish whip. Kushida springboard. Oh, look at this. Ricochet caught him. Blue Thunderbomb, baby.
Thunderbomb.
No.
Oh, Kushida countered from
Northern Lights.
Oh,
and he follows through with deadlift brainbuster. No, another Northern Lights. Normally he goes for a deadlift brainbuster here, and now he's going to get him up.
This could be it there.
Into the suplex, not a brainbuster.
Still kind of a deadlift variation, though. It seemed like it took a bit of power from Ricochet to get Kushida up.
Oh, absolutely.
And now hooks the leg.
1, 2. Kushida kicks out.
Kushida staying in the fight. That's why he's the champion, and Ricochet is really learning that here.
Exactly. I was just going to say, Ricochet just has this look on his face like he's realizing just how tough Kushida is, and he's not going to be quite as easy to put away as maybe Ricochet had estimated.
Now, could it be the
6? Or I don't know. What do you think he's going for here?
Can he?
He's not close enough to the ring to do a 630. He's going for a springboard 450, maybe.
And I think you're right. And
but he lands on his feet.
Lands on his feet. Wow.
Look at this. Spinning heel, I keep on calling it a spinning heel kick. It's not the heel. It's a spinning roundhouse kick. Oh, and look at this. Kushida, just a punch to the face.
Oh, and look at Ricochet's positioning, though. If Kushida wanted to go to the air, it seems pretty opportune.
Not really. He's kind of parallel with the ropes, John.
Well, from one camera angle, it looked like he was in better positioning. My mistake.
What is Kushida thinking here? Full Nelson.
Dragon suplex.
I was going to say, yeah.
Suplex. He got it.
1, 2. Oh, and Ricochet just shifts his center of gravity enough to get out of that.
Kushida with the release. I don't know. Maybe he should have kept the bridge. I'm not
sure. It looks like he did keep the bridge.
Well, I mean, I should say he should have kept the hold, the full Nelson. And there's the moonsault, 2. And Ricochet kicks out.
Is it sad that I didn't even really think about the fact that he just hit a moonsault? Didn't even really register with me.
Well, I mean, given everything else that these two men have done to each other, that's not very surprising. And Kushida just trying to fire himself up here.
Calling for something here.
Kushida, he may want to put this away right now. And another kick to the arm. And Ricochet's got to be in so much pain. And again.
Oh, but Ricochet caught him there. Oh, no, he didn't. Kushida has the Kimura locked in.
Still, though, I'm a bit concerned for Kushida because, I mean, Ricochet is vertical. He does kind of have that.
He has a power game that Kushida keeps underestimating. Look at this. I think we're seeing a Benny Driller here. Benny Driller.
Could it be Benadryl time?
What? No.
Oh, Kushida checked it. And the Enziguri there. Wow, and Ricochet. Ricochet almost looks like he's powering
Out
down.
on his feet, man, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, the double knees. Wow.
Oh, he's going to the top rope. What
now
for, though?
Could this be?
What for, though? Kushida is not nearly close enough for him to go for a 630 here, but what is he thinking, 450 maybe? Moonsault, or shooting star.
Press. Cover
1,
here. That could do
2.
It. 2.
Oh, but Kushida
kicked out.
Just barely kicks out before the 3 count.
And folks, I mean, that is huge because to me, a move like a shooting star press off the top rope, I mean, that's a match ender.
And now he wants the Benadryller, I think.
Third time could be the charm here.
What is he doing?
He got it.
That was not a Benadryller, okay?
He may not be able to put the same oomph behind it because, I mean, Kushida's been wearing him out. He's been kicking the lip, yeah.
Kushida got the ropes.
And he's been kicking the
if you think, okay, the Benadryller to me is, like, you think of Roderick Strong, or even, I guess, to kind of keep it for those that don't necessarily watch ROH, Darren Young's finisher, that gut check where he gets him up out of the fireman's carry and drops him on his knees. The Benadryller is that, but instead of dropping the gut on your knees, you drop their face onto your boot.
Right. And now look at this. Ricochet.
I think he's setting him up for a 630 here.
But I don't know if he's going to hit it there. Kushida's still showing a sense of awareness when he grabbed the rope earlier.
He survived missing the 630 against Mil Muertes once.
That is true. It may not be fatal, but then again, that was then. This is now. We'll see.
Going for it, but look at this. No, Kushida moved.
And Ricochet. Oh, the pain. The pain. You can see it in his face.
You can see it. Looks like he landed right on his tailbone. And now look at this. Look at Kushida's technical acumen into the Kimura. This has got to be it. Ricochet's going to tap out here.
Ricochet is in a bad way. Still trying to move, though. Still trying to fight.
Look at this. He's right at the ropes.
And he's almost there. He's almost there. Kushida's got to pull him back.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the Kimura has been moved to the front of his body, which doesn't hurt nearly as much.
I think Ricochet is staying in the fight, folks.
He is in the ropes.
No, he's not there yet. And now Kushida pulls him back, and now that's going to do it there.
Yeah, he's cranking on it, too.
That has got to do it there. I'm waiting for Ricochet to tap. And he hasn't tapped yet. He's still staying, and now he taps.
Yeah, that was just brutal by Kushida.
Kushida, he wasn't quite at the ropes yet, actually. It must have been the camera angle.
Yeah.
And Kushida able to push him back.
Whew, man. Let me tell you, Kushida was just savage on the arm in this match. Very impressive win.
Kushida retains the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Man, oh man, what a contest.
I don't know. I guess Ricochet doesn't really have anything going on in the next year or so. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see, man. I mean, a lot's up in the air about Ricochet. What we do know is that he will not be leaving this arena here tonight with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title because that honor belongs to Kushida.
Just to be clear, I said that because he's going to be in Lucha Underground Season 2.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
And Kushida there posing with his prize. He fought hard for it. He successfully retained it.
Just think, John, if Lucha Underground Season 2 doesn't start until January, it'll still be going on this time next year.
That's true. It's very true. And now Ricochet here. His arm's probably torn to shreds. I mean, Kushida was relentless on it all match. But Ricochet, I think he's perturbed. I think he wants to go at it again. Kushida seems like he'd be happy to oblige. And Ricochet kind of gesturing. One more time, he's saying.
Maybe, is it possible that maybe Ricochet has beaten Kushida before and he was saying that they were 1-1 now?
That's kind of the impression I got, Ashton, but I can't be too sure. If that is the case, he's saying one more time, and for that belt, he wants it to be for the title. But even if they are 1-1 on this night, that's all irrelevant because what matters is that Kushida won this bout when everything was at stake. Kushida's still the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
And what's our next match, partner?
Our next match is a special 6-man tag team match. Okada and the Kingdom versus AJ Styles, Karl Anderson, and Doc Gallows.
Wow.
And just to be clear, yes, in fact, Kushida and Ricochet have had singles matches in the past. Kushida beat him at the Best of Super Juniors 21 Day 3, and Ricochet beat Kushida at the Best of Super Juniors 21 Day 8, the finals.
So
in
Kushida
2014.
won the rubber match.
In 2014, just to be clear.
2014.
So
Kushida seems to have won the rubber match here. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess technically this was their third match, but Ricochet beat Kushida on the big stage last time when it was the finals, last year's Best of Super Juniors.
Right.
So I don't know. I think that they might still have a match or two left in them.
Sir, I'm not going to oppose that. I loved what these two did here. It was a valiant effort on the part of Ricochet, and Kushida showed exactly why he is the champion.
Yeah.
And we move on here.
And this tag team match is gigantic because it really is not really the three best, but it's sort of the best singles competitors from both Chaos and Bullet Club and they're teaming up with sort of the top tag teams in their stables as well, in the Kingdom and the Anderson and Gallows.
It's going to be a very exciting six-man tag. I mean, just thinking about Okada and AJ Styles on opposite sides is enough to leave me enticed. And
out
here
comes the
Kingdom.
Kingdom. Maria Kanellis in tow, and the cameraman freaking loves getting close-ups of Maria.
He really does.
To the point that it's almost kind of creepy.
Yeah, just a little bit. Hopefully Mike Bennett doesn't mind, though.
We're not underselling the creepiness at all, John.
Yeah. And now, there is the Kingdom looking confident, looking good.
Yep.
We'll see if they can pull out a win here, representing Chaos, to your point. And I'll tell you, once again, factional warfare here on the final day of G1 Climax. Bullet Club versus Chaos. I believe Chaos won the last round, though. So we'll see if Bullet Club can get the win back. And I'll tell you, we're still awaiting the arrival of Okada as the Kingdom's still making their entrance here.
It looked almost like Michael Bennett had a cast on his right arm, on his forearm.
Yeah, we got to get a closer look at that. I think when they take off the jackets and they get fully in their ring gear, we'll be able to tell.
Yeah, I can't quite tell if it's a cast or if it's just wrist tape, because it looks like they both have wrist tape on, so it might just be that.
Yeah, it's probably wrist tape.
Probably.
Honestly, with New Japan's policies, I can't even really imagine Mike Bennett competing if he had an injury. But, that's just me.
I mean, if it was just a wrist, I could see him doing it. Just kind of pull a Cowboy Bob Orton, pop a cast on there and go at it and use it as a weapon,
And this is certainly an interesting situation, I think, for Okada, the Rainmaker. I think he was hoping to be in the finals of the G1 Climax tournament. His destiny out of his hands, because either Shinsuke Nakamura or Hiroshi Tanahashi will be gunning for his championship at Wrestle Kingdom 10. And now Okada.
We saw these guys with a little bit of chemistry yesterday in their 8-man tag when they were teaming up with Ghetto. It seems like they actually get along better than we expected.
Certainly. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy time for Bullet Club, to be sure. The Kingdom and Okada are definitely going to give them a run for their money. And Okada, I'll tell you, despite his submission loss yesterday,
Oh my God, I just realized something too, John.
Yes.
Karl Anderson's in this match.
Right.
Maria's at ringside.
Oh my God. Combustible elements, to say the least.
Oh man, Karl Anderson absolutely is in love with Maria. For those of you that aren't aware, if she tries to do a distraction job, it is going to be the most effective possible, because Karl Anderson goes out of his way to get distracted by Maria.
And she's going to.
Oh yeah. It's not even really an if, it's just a matter of how early in the match she does.
Because if you know that about Karl Anderson, she certainly does. And she'll be sure to exploit it for the good of the team. And Okada...
It's funny, too, because Doc Gallows really hates her. I don't know if he's ever actually inflicted any violence upon Maria, but I'm pretty sure he's tried multiple times.
That may be what causes the implosion of that team. If Doc Gallows ever successfully, executes a move, on Maria, and Karl Anderson just blows up at him or something. You're like, bro, too far.
The Bullet Club making their entrance. 4-4-4-4 life.
You know it, and here they come.
Tama Tonga carrying the flag.
Wow.
That is awesome. I love these guys. I know they're going to have to break up eventually, but it's going to be almost as devastating as when the Shield broke up.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you there, unequivocally. And Karl Anderson, I'll tell you, I wonder what's going through his head. He had the chance.
All that's going through his head right now is, oh my god, I'm going to see Maria. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, when you compare him to AJ Styles, I'd have to say that the sting of not being in the finals of the G1 Climax is probably a bit deeper for the latter than it is for the former, because Karl Anderson's probably just thinking about, oh my god, Maria's here, my pains are eased.
Yeah.
And Karl Anderson had a chance to cause disruption in the B block. He failed to do so. He fell to Kojima in his final bout. AJ Styles actually made it to the finals of the A block with Tanahashi, but of course he lost that match. It was such a competitive bout, too, actually, between the two men, but Tanahashi came out on top of that one.
And correct me if I'm wrong, John, didn't AJ and Karl Anderson finish with the same record in their respective blocks?
That would be, what, 6-3, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Yeah. And Gallows actually had the inverse record, if I'm not mistaken, 3-6.
Yeah.
So, interesting little
did
factoid.
Did Fale finish 6-3 or 5-4? I don't remember.
5-4 was Fale.
Okay. And look at AJ. AJ Styles looking like an emo kid that you met in high school.
And AJ Styles, I mean, hell, maybe AJ is just thinking, hey, if I pin the world champion in this tag match, I still got a claim to it after all. Maybe not at Wrestle Kingdom 10, but I'll stay at a good place in line, and maybe that's something going through AJ's mind. I think overall, though, as a team, they're just looking to upset Chaos to get the win and to regain the turf, if you will.
And speaking of AJ Styles, I actually just saw a match online from May between him and PJ Black, and it was actually really good.
I would imagine so. Both men have very similar styles. I can imagine it being a barn burner. And Karl Anderson, look at that, the gun. I don't know if that was in Maria's direction.
Oh, no, it's definitely in Maria's direction. He's definitely targeting her out.
She is probably so uncomfortable.
He's telling Taven to move out the way. Oh, I love it.
He does love Maria. I wonder, though.
So infatuated, man.
If you're Mike Bennett, though, you can't take too kindly to that, though. Or maybe you do, because you know it's an advantage.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a compliment. That's somebody else saying that the person that you're with is incredibly desirable. It's, if anything, you should feel good about that. Like, she's mine. Like, you can flirt with her all you want, but she comes home with me. Like, the ring is, he put the ring on it, man. Like,
I mean, I just know human beings have a tendency to be very territorial. Mike Bennett, though, not your average human being.
Maria's not territory, though. Like,
well, no, I'm just saying, like...
She chose Bennett just as much as Bennett chose her, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, certainly, but I think there's always that air of protectiveness and whatnot, and always that insecurity, I mean to say. Obviously, Maria isn't territory, but I think you get what I meant.
Right.
And AJ, they're controlling the wrist there of Okada. And like I said, AJ, I think, would love to pin Okada here in this tag match and really stake his claim.
Okada goes for some kind of a leg rake there, but AJ Styles grabs him around the face just to kind of reduce the leverage that Okada had. And now AJ rotating his hips, getting his stomach on the ground. This is such smart wrestling by AJ Styles, and really on both ends. I shouldn't single out AJ because they're both really going at it here.
Absolutely.
How bonkers would it be if AJ pinned Okada in this match and made himself a contender without winning G1?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what this match may be about for AJ in the back of his mind. He won't say it explicitly, but he knows he's in there with the IWGP World Champion. And, I mean, I've talked about the history these two guys have. I mean, AJ Styles joined the Bullet Club at the expense of Okada, took Okada out, and he said, oh look at that.
Wow, Okada.
Yeah, Okada's saying, screw you.
Yeah, but AJ does not take kindly to the disrespect, and look at him just going ham right now on Okada. And the phenomenal pose. But, Okada's still in this. You should not take him lightly. He's the champion.
Nice.
Oh, what a back body drop. Jesus. The height that he got on that, and the follow through, and then the pose afterwards was brilliant. And in comes Taven.
I have to applaud Okada for refusing to be disrespected, for not allowing himself to be suckered in by AJ Styles. He hasn't forgotten, everything that AJ Styles put him through. And now Matt Taven.
Big man Gallows showing up.
Dropkick, though, from Taven takes Gallows off his feet, hooks the leg here.
Only a 1 count.
Gallows has a lot of power. That's a
Oh,
big
and look at this. Karl
Carl
Anderson's so smart, but Taven takes him out. Gallows has an opening now in Enziguri, and then a pump kick. Gallows is so freaking agile for a man his size. A standing Enziguri to the side of the head, and then a pump kick. So impressive.
Gallows is really an incredible athlete, no question about that. And especially for being a bigger man, I find it all the more impressive as you see the precise body blows there and then the uppercut to Taven in the corner.
And yet all the WWE could think to do with him was make him mentally challenged.
Yeah, I know. And it's a shame because even under that gimmick, he had bursts of brilliance. Like, he had a great Haas fight with both Kozlov when he was still getting pushed at the time and The Undertaker. And that's when I knew that the guy playing Festus, he really did have a big upside, and I'm glad he's really been able to discover it here in New Japan. Now AJ in there with Taven. This is more on Taven's playing field, I'd say, but AJ Styles, he can go with the best of them no matter the style. And look at that, the drop kick.
That drop kick literally put spin on Matt Taven.
Absolutely. And not only that, going to pick up Matt Taven, take him into the Bullet Club corner. And then
tags in
Karl Anderson. Karl Anderson.
And in comes Gallows, takes out Bennett, or actually Gallows took out Okada, then Anderson took out Bennett. You can tell because Bennett literally looks pink next to Okada and Taven.
And now shoots Taven into the opposite corner there. Karl Anderson with the pump kick there right to the head.
Gallows with the splash. Gallows now. Neckbreaker side slam. Beautiful.
Now Karl Anderson with the cover here, too. And Taven stays in it. And Karl Anderson, though, maybe signaling for the end early here, and he is. He's gesturing for that gun stun.
Maria. I'm waiting for Maria to show up now. And there she is.
And there she is.
Oh, look at Karl Anderson.
And Maria with that smile.
What an angle. Jesus, cameraman.
Oh, man. And Karl Anderson
so into it. He's telling AJ to screw off. And he's just like, look at this, man. Get a look at what I'm getting a look at. And now he shows AJ and moves his hair out of his eyes. And AJ's like, oh, hey, that's a pretty girl. Oh, this is not going to make Gallows happy at all. Gallows is going to be so angry.
Gallows is like, guys, when I have to be the adult... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Swing, but no, Anderson holds him back.
Wow. Wow.
Now look at the members of the other team.
Oh, my God.
A triple kick.
What just happened?
I'll tell you what just happened, John. Maria just happened.
And look at Matt Taven. I think Johnny Mundo's going to sue somebody on the Moonlight Drive there on Karl Anderson.
Is that what that was? I didn't even catch it.
Yeah, I did, of course.
Oh, and here comes Mike Bennett.
Mike Bennett coming in, and how appropriate. Mike Bennett comes in, and Karl Anderson's the legal man.
Yeah.
And there we go, the forearms here.
Bennett.
You know what's so funny is Maria really is powerful, because I feel like Bullet Club AJ is far more serious than most iterations of AJ Styles, and even he was having fun a little bit. Like, yeah. It's almost off-putting to see Bullet Club AJ have fun, but look at the Luthez press there by Michael Bennett.
He's so good. How has WWE not picked him up yet?
That's a question I ask daily.
I wonder if it has anything to do with like the Tiffany, Drew Galloway, Melina, John Morrison kind of situation where the WWE has basically burned their bridge with Maria, so they don't want to go after her husband either.
Right, and that could be. Karl Anderson off the ropes here.
Look at this. Uranagi from Uranagi slam there from Bennett. That was impressive.
Yeah, seated variation as well. Mike Bennett going down with Karl Anderson.
It's like a side effect there, copying Matt Hardy. They like to tribute a lot of things to Matt Hardy here in the
And speaking of which...
Twist of Fate, maybe, yeah.
Oh, Gallows there.
That Galloway with the uppercut. Galloway's uppercuts, I have given them so much credit in this tournament. They stun everyone. I don't know how, but man.
I think you mean Doug Gallows, but Taven there coming in.
What did I say?
You said Galloway twice.
Oh, wow. That's weird.
And there's the uppercut there by Gallows, and now Gallows over the ropes. And now Taven here, gesturing to Karl Anderson. There's Mike Bennett in the corner, Lariat in the corner there. And the forearm by Taven.
And now Bennett with a spine buster.
I'd say Karl Anderson still has a better spine,
Lion
but
salt
was
for
effective.
Taven.
Lion salt for Taven. Yes, beautiful teamwork there by the Kingdom.
2.
And
Anderson
Karl
kicks
Anderson
out.
kicks out.
Man, I wonder why neither member of the Kingdom was in G1. That would have been great.
That would have been amazing. And now look at the Kingdom here. They're feeling it. An homage to the Hardys. Or wait, maybe not.
I think Mike Bennett is literally turning into Bobby Fish.
Oh, look at Doc Gallows, though. I'm loving Doc Gallows in this thing because he just doesn't care. He's like, guys, I just want to win.
He is the only no-nonsense person on his team right now, which you never expect. Oh, Gunstun, no.
On the same team.
Oh, look at the kick. Bennett with the spear.
Oh, man. Karl Anderson now reaching out.
Like, I don't know if you noticed, but before Gallows interfered, and I called him Gallows that time, just to be clear.
Yes.
It looked like Taven and Bennett were going for the Hail Mary already, so you know they're preparing for that. But look at this. Okada and AJ now legal. Okada DDT on AJ and the kip up.
I haven't seen that kip up in a while, but Okada feeling good tonight.
I know. AJ into the ropes.
I
Okada.
thought it was going to be a flapjack. Jackknife cover.
Oh, but he kept him up. Neck breaker. Unbelievable.
That sequence
was amazing.
You know what's so scary about Okada, and I've said it time and again, he's so good, but also so young. And now, elbow drop here, but AJ moves out of the way.
That's the first time we've seen Okada miss that elbow drop.
And Ashton, I don't know if you've taken stock of it, but that elbow did look a bit taped up there from Okada, and that's the elbow that ate the impact.
A pump kick from Anderson.
Taven.
A flash kick from Taven, and a super kick from Gallows. 4 men taken out with all different kicks, and now Bennett just punching Gallows.
Bennett just alternating on the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And now goes off the ropes here.
Oh, that uppercut from Gallows.
Oh, could this be it here? Could they be going for their double team finisher?
They're going for something. Oh,
and they got it.
Breaker.
Wow. And now look at this, though. Taven left all alone.
Goes to the top rope here, but look at Gallows. Gorilla press into the gun.
Oh, the gun stun! Good God.
And now Okada's in the ring, and they're going to hit their tag team finisher on him, too, maybe. No! He kicked Karl Anderson, punched Gallows, and now Anderson has an advantage. But look at this. Okada with the flapjack.
I feel like AJ's still legal, though, isn't he?
He is, yeah. So Okada's wasting all this energy getting rid of the Bullet Club. In the meantime,
oh, my God.
Look at this. What an image. AJ from behind punches Okada a few times, kicks him, backslap. Oh, and the drop kick from Okada.
I really thought AJ was going to be able to capitalize. He has not.
He wants
Could it be the Rainmaker?
But
AJ
no,
ducks it.
Grabs him from behind, crucifix into the pin.
No, not the pin. Oh, my God.
But Okada kicked him in the face.
Oh, man. And now look at that call on AJ. Tombstone.
AJ
shifting the weight.
AT maybe. No. Okada gets him up.
Could be that neck breaker again. No.
The tombstone, though.
Wow. And he got it.
God.
He got it.
And now calling for the Rainmaker.
And I'll tell you, this may not be our Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event. I mean, that's become an impossibility, but we're getting a little treat right here. Rainmaker second time. AJ ducked anyway. Pele kick. Wow.
Oh, my God.
I don't even know if AJ would want to tag out, Ash. I mean, he's got such a great opportunity here. Could it be Bloody Sunday?
Like
Okada counters again.
Oh, Rainmaker!
One time.
No.
AJ counters again. Backslide.
No.
No, roll through. Double arm underhook.
Power bomb. Oh, into the Styles Clash.
No way.
Oh,
no
my God,
way.
he hit it.
He hit it. No way. No way. 1, 2,
3, 1.
Count.
Are you kidding me right now? AJ Styles has pinned the champion.
Oh, my God.
That's how he got the title shot against Tanahashi earlier this year.
Why do you think I mentioned it in this tag team match? Because I remember that. I remember that's how he got back in contention for Tanahashi when he had the gold.
Oh my God.
Here's my question. Does the winner of G1 Climax even matter? Because AJ just punched his ticket as far as I'm concerned. Wow.
Oh, wow is right. Holy crap. Are we going to get a triple threat main event at Wrestle Kingdom 10?
I would more than welcome it. And look at Karl Anderson gesturing to the waist. of AJ Styles.
If
Oh my God.
they would seriously do that, the triple threat, I could easily see it going for 45 minutes, dude.
Oh my God, though. Look at that image, Ashton. Look at that image.
AJ Styles just pinned Okada.
Oh
Wow. I
my
was
God.
waiting, man. When he hit the clash and went for the pin, I thought for sure someone from the Kingdom was going to come in and break it up.
Okada looks out.
He
And
does.
AJ
His
Styles.
shoulders are still on the mat and everything, man. He hasn't moved.
You want to talk about sending a message? The Bullet Club, the bullet just hit Okada, and he is still out. AJ Styles, let me tell you, I think he's going to be watching the G1 Climax Finals, Tanahashi versus Nakamura, very carefully, because I think AJ might just be muscling in on that world title picture just yet.
Wow. I can't believe AJ just pinned Okada in a random tag team match. Well, I guess that makes it make more sense as the semi-main event, all things considered.
I mean, guys, here's the thing. If you've been keeping up with us throughout the G1 Climax and our English commentary, first and foremost, thank you. Second of all, you know that in six-man tag team contests, they always protect the more legitimate guys. They always go out of their way to do whatever. Okada, the world champion, the IWGP heavyweight champion of the world, just got pinned clean center of the ring by that man, AJ Styles.
Wow.
And AJ knows what he's accomplished here, Ashton. He knows what he's done here tonight. Because he may not have...
Just when you think, John, oh, Tama Tonga's hot streak is over, he got pinned earlier tonight, just when you think that the Bullet Club might be falling to the wayside a bit, AJ Styles goes and does something like that.
AJ Styles, let me tell you something. He might be saying, G1 Climax, I don't need your stinking G1 Climax, because he just bested the champion in that ring. And let me point something out. If that was Wrestle Kingdom 10, if that was for the world title, it would have just changed hands. Because here's the thing, that whole sequence that Okada and AJ had was uninterrupted. AJ did that on his own.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, he has never looked better. AJ, I feel like, has just staked his claim for a future title opportunity. And Ashton, am I correct in saying now, though, that we move on to our main event?
Yes, sir. We are moving on to our main event indeed.
It all comes down to this, guys. Shinsuke Nakamura, the winner of Block B, versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, the winner of Block A. Tanahashi wins. He'll main event his 6th consecutive Wrestle Kingdom. He will go on to Wrestle Kingdom 10 and try and reclaim his IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which currently belongs to Okada. Tanahashi always has to have it in his mind that it is his, because he's just so familiar with it. And I'll tell you, if you're Okada, you have got to be sweating bullets right now.
Masahiro Chono, wow!
What is this?
You don't know who Masahiro Chono is?
No, I do not.
He's a freaking legend, man.
I am completely unfamiliar. I apologize for my ignorance. If he's a legend, though, it's probably going to heighten the importance of this main event. He probably wants a ringside seat. And yeah, that's exactly it. He's going in the stands here.
I mean, I know he was in the NWO at one point, too, so he has had at least something in American wrestling, too.
Guest commentator here. I can dig it.
Whew. This guy was, I mean, he's been wrestling since the 80s, and I think he just retired recently, like, really recently. He might not even be retired fully.
I'll tell you something, folks. We're really getting ready to see something special here. I just went over Tanahashi. Then you talk about Shinsuke Nakamura. He's been to the mountaintop 3 times. 3-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. 4-time Intercontinental Champion. He's won the G1 Climax before. He did it back in 2011.
Yeah, how many times has he done that, John?
I feel like he's only won the G1 Climax 1 time prior, according to my personal research, which I do not
claim. Is that
claim.
Keiji Muto?
It is.
Good Lord, they're bringing out everyone.
That's how big a deal.
But anyway, I was getting ready to say, John, Chono won the G1 5 times.
Wow.
91, 92, 94, 02, and 05.
Wow.
Yeah. And he actually has some experience with Nakamura because he and Nakamura won the G1 Tag League in 2006.
That's insanity.
Yeah, Chono is a freaking legend in Japan, man. Like, former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, 7-time Tag Team Champion. He's been an NWA World Champion before, 5-time G1 Climax winner. Yeah, he's legit, to say the least.
You think Chono is rooting for Nakamura here in this
and
match?
I don't think I even need to go down the list of the Great Muta's accomplishments.
Certainly not. And Shinsuke Nakamura, he has only won the G1 Climax once. Again, 2011. Can he repeat the same feat 4 years later? That remains to be seen.
Yeah. Well, and as I said, Tanahashi, let me put it this way, just to kind of put it into perspective. Tanahashi has main evented every single Wrestle Kingdom in the 2010s. Like, he has got a monopoly on the decade.
That is insane to think about.
Yeah.
It is the Tanahashi era. But here's the thing about all eras. Sometimes they get violently interrupted. And could Shinsuke Nakamura be that interruption tonight? If he beats Tanahashi, here's the thing. There's going to be no Tanahashi in the Wrestle Kingdom 10 main event. It will be Nakamura versus Okada. Maybe AJ Styles would stake his claim, and then maybe that's how Tanahashi would find his way because he beat AJ. Maybe we're looking more at a fatal four-way here and not a triple threat. Again, that remains to be seen. That is purely conjecture.
Yeah, I mean, winning the G1 is difficult, and just to put it into perspective, Tanahashi, who's been at the top of the mountain for over a decade now, has only ever won it once in 2007.
So him and Nakamura having similar records, each winning one G1 Climax to their name. One of them will no longer be able to say that because, they'll have 2 wins under their belt. So we will see.
Man, they are really pulling out all the stops for this show. Chono and Muta on commentary, unbelievable. I'll tell you what, right now, if I understood Japanese, even if I wasn't a native Japanese speaker, if I just understood Japanese, I would probably opt for the Muta Chono commentary over even ours. Like, holy crap, man.
No arguments here. I mean, when you've got 2 legends offering their insight, doesn't get any better than that.
And now it seems like we're just kind of waiting for Nakamura and Tanahashi to come out. And now everything's darkened, so who's coming out next?
I would have to assume Shinsuke Nakamura, but of course I could be wrong.
They're definitely hyping up for the match.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, man, look at that image.
Tanahashi,
You haven't seen these guys wrestle each other yet either.
That's true.
I don't think they've wrestled each other at all this year, one-on-one at least. I'm sure they've had plenty of tag team matches against each other.
I mean, both these guys, and Nakamura is making his entrance first.
Yes, he is.
The winner of the B block.
Bit of a concern because when I was younger, like, again, kind of like in that 11 to 12 year range, my dad told me that whoever comes out last always wins. Now, obviously, that's not actually true, but I always get this strange feeling in the pit of my stomach whenever somebody that comes out last is somebody that I don't want to win just because of that.
Absolutely. I can certainly understand those concerns. This crowd here, though, so many Shinsuke Nakamura fans, which is very understandable. And Nakamura, his head has got to be in the zone, Ashton. It all comes down to this. If he can beat Tanahashi, he may be able to say, because he's shown that he can beat Okada. That's how he won the block. He made Okada tap out. So we know he's capable of beating the champion. A lot of people are showing that capability these days. It's a bit concerning if you're Okada.
Right, though? Goto did it. Nakamura did it. Now AJ did it. It's crazy.
Yeah, Okada's going to have a very busy couple of months to be sure.
And I'm pretty sure, you know what? Now I'm looking. I feel like the last singles match that they've had was last year's Wrestle Kingdom. Oh, no. They did have a match at G1 Climax last year. But that's the last singles match that these guys have had against each other.
And Nakamura there, prepping those limbs. That limb advantage is going to be so crucial in my mind in this match. But here's the thing. That limb advantage might be negated by Tanahashi because of the efficacy of those dragon screws. And
you know what? That's a great point.
And that's what I think makes this match so fascinating, Ashton, is that normally I feel like nobody ever bothers to take away the limb advantage of Nakamura. For Tanahashi, it's not even him going out of his way. It's just a standard part of his repertoire. It's
That's
built
his
in.
game plan. That's his normal game plan.
That's what makes this match just so enticing to me, is that Tanahashi doesn't even have to put in any extra effort. He just has to be Tanahashi, which I know it sounds like they'll run into some kind of joke like LOL Tanahashi wins. I'm just saying, like, he seems to be the perfect opponent for Shinsuke Nakamura, which is so appropriate. Yes?
I'm just going to toss out a statistic here, John. Are you ready for this?
Absolutely.
In their last 5 matches against each other,
yes,
Nakamura has only won 1.
Wow.
Nakamura is 1-4 against Tanahashi in their last 5 matches against each other. Now, if you go back to like 2009, Nakamura beat Tanahashi quite a few times in 2009, but that's also a lot longer ago than is relevant to us right now.
So, Ashton, I mean, you're the Shinsuke Nakamura fan. Like, you're the big fan. Your favorite guy in New Japan.
I might be a fan, but don't try and act like I'm some kind of authority on him, man.
Well, I'm going to put you in the hot seat, man. I'm sorry. You are the authority in this case. Do you think that's weighing on Shinsuke's mind a little bit? Do you think Nakamura is just thinking, man, I don't have a good record against this guy, at least, when we go by recency. Do you think that may be a psychological edge for Tanahashi against Nakamura?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think that there's even a possible way to get a psychological edge over Nakamura.
Nakamura, I mean, we use terms like flamboyant, charismatic.
Nakamura could be 0-5 against somebody in their last 5 matches, and I still don't think it would weigh on his mind too much.
He's just beyond the mind games, huh?
He is. I think so.
Well, we'll see.
And
we're here.
I mean, if you want to get right down to it, their most recent match against each other, Tanahashi won, but then right before that, Nakamura beat him for the Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
So, and if you look at the last 2 matches, they are 1-1, but if you extend it to 5, Nakamura is 1-4. So, it all depends just how heavily you weigh your recency bias, right?
Exactly. That's what it all comes down to. And you know what, though? I gotta say, with all due respect to the statistics, it's irrelevant now.
It is.
Because it's about this match. It's about the G1 Climax, the 25th anniversary. Winner of A Block, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Winner of B Block, Shinsuke Nakamura. Only one man can go to Wrestle Kingdom 10. Only one man can claim to be the rightful, the dominant, the decisive contender for Kazuchika Okada's IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And you can feel it in this arena tonight.
Well, that is unless your name is AJ Styles and you can just pin the champion in a tag team match.
But you know what? I feel like the G1 Climax supersedes any pin in a tag match. That's why we had this big tournament. I feel like whoever wins this thing has almost kind of a monopoly on contendership from where I sit, because they've gone through 9 matches. Actually, 10, really, if you count making it to the finals. 10 matches.
Well, it's still, this is their 10th match.
Right. And so, 10 matches to get to this point.
No, 9 matches to get to this point. This is their 10th match.
Right, this is their 10th match. But, I mean, just to win the whole thing.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you go through all that. And, yeah, I wouldn't want to hear. If I was Nakamura or Tanahashi, I wouldn't want to hear anything about AJ Styles. I wouldn't want to hear anything about tag team matches. I'd be like, bitch, I won the G1 Climax. I come first.
Yeah, well, do you really want to come first and challenge for the title on the way to Wrestle Kingdom? Or do you want to hold off? Let AJ get his little feud with Okada out of the way, and then challenge for the title at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, you want the main event.
Exactly.
You want the big stage. I mean, that's why.
So, I mean, hey, by Wrestle Kingdom, our main event might not even be one of these guys versus Okada. It might be one of these guys versus AJ.
That is true.
Oh, how much I would kill for a Nakamura AJ main event. Oh, my God.
It'd be amazing. And you look, though, Tanahashi, that's not to say that he won't target the limbs, but for the moment he's working on that injured elbow, that hurt arm there of Nakamura.
Yeah, you got to know that that's what he's going to do too, because say what you will about Tanahashi being this ace of New Japan and he's so beloved by the fans, he is not afraid to play dirty and really just kind of target any weakness that he can find.
For Tanahashi, it's about winning. Tanahashi realized the secret a long time ago. You know how you stay on top? You keep winning. You keep winning the big matches. And Tanahashi will do whatever it takes to do it.
I feel like it's literally impossible to get Hiroshi Tanahashi in a side headlock on the ground, because I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that for more than like 2 seconds before he gets his leg up and gets you in a head scissors.
Yeah, that certainly isn't an endeavor where many, if anybody at all, has succeeded. But Nakamura, not going to let Tanahashi dictate the pace. He knows. He worked just as hard as Tanahashi did, if not harder, to be honest, because he's had to come back from an injury to get to this point.
He had to overcome a forfeit loss.
Exactly. And, I mean, I can't take anything away from Tanahashi. I can't discount his efforts, exploiting the injured arm. I'm just telling everybody, Nakamura isn't going to go quietly. He earned his spot. And Tanahashi, I think he knows that. Now he's really wrenching that side headlock there.
He is. He's wrenching it, and Nakamura is struggling to get out of it.
You know what kind of surprises me? But I know it shouldn't. I know it shouldn't, given who's in the ring and just the veteran status of both these men. But there's really not a sense of urgency, it seems like, on either side. I mean,
that's because they know this match is going to be a marathon. Even if Nakamura would have gone for a Bowman right out of the gate, he probably would have missed it. But even if he would have hit it, it probably would have been a freaking 1 count against Tanahashi.
Because Tanahashi even kicks out at 1 in his sleep.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though, is that, these guys know that they have to wear the other person down before going for any kind of big explosive moves to try and put him away.
You're absolutely right there, without question. Tanahashi really wrenching that hold.
This match is the ultimate example of a wrestling match that's a marathon and not a sprint.
Couldn't have said it any better, partner.
It seems like the old Kushida Ricochet match was just a 15-minute long sprint, but still, this has got a 25-30 minute kind of thing going on. I'm guessing.
No arguments here, and you can see he still has control of that side headlock.
Yeah, you want to talk about working a hold? Look at this.
I know, and Nakamura. Nothing pretty about those body shots.
Again. Oh, and he got him off. And now look at this, Tanahashi with the shoulder check.
And then that air guitar.
And he just throws it out into the crowd. You're so rude, man. You're going to hit a child in the head.
Better than getting hit with a car door.
That's exactly what that was a reference to.
And now look at that cravat there by Tanahashi.
Oh, and look at this. Nakamura lands on his feet there with a little cartwheel and then a knee to that chest area.
Yeah, that midsection. And then look at that, right back to the side headlock. This time, though, Nakamura in control. And then he does the shoulder check.
Not anywhere close to as persistent on that side headlock as Tanahashi. I think he was bored with it.
And Nakamura, that's the thing. He's such a colorful character, so to speak. Again, the term I often use is flamboyant. But, I mean, his mind, I just wonder how it works. I almost want to peep inside sometimes. But then I feel like when I come back out on the other side, I'd never be able to sleep again. Nakamura, just very interesting character to me. And Tanahashi, though, that's why I'm not Tanahashi and Tanahashi isn't me. He doesn't play into that crap. He's very focused. But nice leg pick there by Nakamura into the waist lock.
Very impressive. And look at this, rolling through, keeping the waist lock locked in. But now he lets go. Is he going for a pin here? Because Tanahashi's shoulders are not even on the mat.
Yeah, Tanahashi keeping his shoulders elevated. Very smart by Tanahashi, though, knowing where he is.
Now he goes for another pin. And Tanahashi, again, looks like he's keeping his shoulders off the mat. Tanahashi, does he have a little bit of a hunchback or something that he's able to keep his shoulders off the mat like that? Man, that's unfair.
I just think it's great awareness and precision. And now look at this.
Awareness and body control is really impressive on Tanahashi's part. And look at Nakamura. He's like amateur wrestling. He's literally just amateur wrestling Tanahashi at this point.
And I'll tell you, somebody who has watched quite a bit of amateur wrestling, Nakamura would be ahead on account of points. Unfortunately, we don't do that here. And so these guys are still at a standstill.
I'm actually amazed that you've been aware enough of amateur wrestling that you would be able to say that Nakamura is ahead on points. That actually really impresses me.
Well, Nakamura there with that takedown, and then the roll through would have gathered at 2 points apiece. So Nakamura is not fooling around. But again, we don't do that here.
No,
you got to get your...
This is all about pinning your opponent's shoulders to the mat for a count of 3, and Tanahashi's shoulders haven't even been on the mat for 1 yet.
Yeah, Nakamura, it's a long, winding road.
I mean, we joke about, Tanahashi kicks out at 1 in his sleep. He hasn't even had the referee count because his shoulders haven't actually hit the mat yet.
And you know what, though? Tanahashi, what I respect about that, and again, I've given him a lot of flack. I will readily
Oh, and look
own
at
that.
this.
And look at that.
The elbow to the knee and then takes out the knee.
The chop
Already,
block.
already Tanahashi targeting the knee, softening it up for those dragon screws so that when he does go for that high fly flow, Tanahashi is going to be able to hit it and Nakamura won't be able to catch him.
And now look at that. Trips him up and then singles the leg out and begins stomping and then driving the knee there and then the elbow.
Oh, man. Tanahashi is in full bully mode right now, man. He wants this.
Tanahashi, and I was getting ready to say, Ashton, you know, we talk about his shoulders being elevated on the mat and the body control and the awareness. He knows how important this match is. He doesn't want to make one mistake, and you could see him just stomping into the knee and leg of Nakamura there.
And the forearm from Nakamura. I'd definitely say Tanahashi does not want to get into a strong style striking match with the king of strong style.
No, but you see that there.
Oh, is he going to go for a dragon screw here? No. Almost like a backbreaker, but onto the knee, on his own knee.
God, that looks so painful. And Nakamura.
That was like, okay, so imagine a stick and you just throw it up against a tree, because that's basically an exaggerated version of what Tanahashi just did to Nakamura. He threw his shin up into his own femur, and the femur is going to win against the shin bone every freaking time.
I'll tell you something, folks. There are a lot of times that I wish I was Shinsuke Nakamura, because he just seemed like, you know, rock star status here in New Japan, but this is not one of those times.
I haven't seen Nakamura get beat down this badly in a really, really long time.
Oh, and now look at the foot
really,
choke.
Tanahashi? I thought you were all about winning. No, he's not going to do it. Good.
Hey, give him time. He's a very arrogant man, and you know that. You and I both know that.
Is he going to seriously go for a high fly flow already? Oh, no, Senton.
No, Senton. But Nakamura won't allow it.
Covered. Oh, and look at that. The kick to the head knocks Tanahashi down off the turnbuckle there. And Tanahashi is on the outside of the ring. Nakamura following him out. Nakamura, though, that knee is giving him troubles.
Well, again, Ashton, when he kicked Tanahashi off the rope, he used the bad leg to do it.
Yeah.
And you can see he's still favoring that leg. And now, let's see, he's going to try and get Tanahashi back in the ring here. And oh, no, wait, no. I think he's going to have him have in, have out now for the knee. Can he do it? And he does.
It's one. He usually likes to go for two, though, in my experience. Maybe not.
This matchup's so important.
And it is worth noting that Nakamura's limb advantage, say what you will about having a bum knee, he still has a pretty significant limb advantage over Tanahashi in this match. It's not like it was against Okada, where Okada was a little bit taller even than Nakamura and has the limb length to kind of account for that. No, Tanahashi's only about 5'11", and he's a stockier build, too.
And now Tanahashi going to get back in the ring here.
And he does, but Nakamura is right there waiting for him. Nakamura with a game plan of his own, kicking the chest. It looks almost like Nakamura is targeting the arm. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, targeting the arm of Tanahashi.
Interesting, because we know, I guess it takes some amount of arm strength to really pull off an effective sling blade.
You know what, John?
And I guess,
here's my thing.
Yeah.
How did Nakamura beat Okada?
That arm bar.
Yep.
Oh, could be softening up. Excellent observation, Ashton. Could be softening up from the submission. And now, does he have a straight jacket? No, it looks more like a rear chin lock to me. And now look at that, the side headlock.
Yeah. And then what I was actually getting ready to say is, it doesn't even seem like Nakamura is focusing on particularly the arms. It just seems like the entire upper body, because really, whether it's the arms or the neck and head, he's either going to win with an armbar or a Bomaye.
Right, and nice.
So just focusing entirely on the upper body. You know, let Tanahashi have his legs, but don't let him have his upper body.
Right, and if you're Nakamura, Ashton, I'm not saying you're feeling overly confident because Nakamura is too experienced for that, but you've got to at least be feeling good that you've got Tanahashi in this position, except maybe no, because he may be ticking Tanahashi off. Wow.
Dude, kicks to the head. I mean, it would still hurt, but he's doing it softly. It doesn't look like he's doing it to hurt Tanahashi so much as he's doing it to taunt Tanahashi. But now, head to head. And, you know, it almost seems like Nakamura was challenging Tanahashi. Like, bitch, if you want to get into a striking battle with me, I will melt your face off.
And that's just it. Again, to your point, Ashton, they call him the King of Strong Style for a reason.
Exactly.
That's not a moniker that Nakamura's PR department came up with and said, hey, the fans will really love you if you call yourself this. And oh, look at that, tried to go for the foot shiver.
Maybe our first dragon screw, but no. Nakamura reverses, Irish whips Tanahashi, but I thought he was going to go for Sling Blade, but it was just a forearm.
Tanahashi, though, both these men are down, but that move, I think, kind of just set the playing field back to neutral. And now we'll see who can regain a vertical base first. You have to assume it's going to be Tanahashi, and it is.
Yeah, that felt a little bit like a momentum swing, didn't it?
It did, and now look at that elbow drop. And then the flipping senton. Right out of the cover here, and Nakamura, of course, kicks out. He's going to take so much more than that Tanahashi to beat Shinsuke Nakamura. And the crazy thing is, I know Tanahashi has it in him. Again, we went over the stats. If we're going by recency bias, Nakamura 1-4 against Tanahashi. But could tonight be the night to get the really big win?
I think he's going to go for a high-fly flow here.
No, it's going to be a senton here. And he got it.
And he nailed Nakamura with it. Oh, wow. Here's a question for you, John. I like this. Who do you think is going to have to hit their finisher more times? Nakamura's Bomaye or Tanahashi's high fly flow? Which one do you think it's going to take more of to put the opponent away?
Well, if we base it on prior tournament match experiences, I'd have to say Nakamura is going to have to hit more knees than a Tanahashi high fly flows. So
how many Bomayes did it take for Nakamura to beat Goto?
Goto, didn't it take
3, right?
3, I thought.
Well, how many high fly flows did it take for Tanahashi to beat AJ? 3 or 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was 3.
Yeah, so
wow.
maybe we're even here.
Maybe we are, and Nakamura really working that foot shiver, but Tanahashi now has control of the foot, and this is bad. This is bad, and there's the dragon screw.
Tanahashi can be such a bully in that ring sometimes, and it's just so impressive when he decides to let that side of him out.
Absolutely, and Ashton, hell, nothing against Nakamura, but he was really working that foot shiver more excessively, I would say, than we're used to him doing.
I think we're going to get a top rope high fly flow to the outside.
Oh, man, watch out, Nakamura. And he got it.
Wow.
Oh, man, Nakamura, that's the first high fly flow. Oh, man.
To the outside. That makes it more devastating, I think.
Certainly, because there's no give on that floor. As we see here again, the replay.
You almost have to wonder, though, who that would hurt more. Obviously it would hurt Nakamura quite a bit, but that would hurt Tanahashi a lot, too, because of the impact.
Certainly. Even though Nakamura kind of softens the blow for Tanahashi, just like you said, the impact after the fact on the floor, it's got to send some shocks to Tanahashi's system as well.
Yeah, he can thank Nakamura's midsection for breaking that fall, but still, it has to hurt.
Now Nakamura back in the ring. Nakamura, though, on his front, and now starting to regain that vertical base, if only slightly. Tanahashi has to get back in the ring here. He can't allow Nakamura any time to recover. Now look at this. Wow.
I think that was a Bomaye.
I think it might have been as well.
I want to see a replay of that, honestly.
And he is favoring the knee. I think it was, Ashton. I think you're right. And I'll tell you, the impact of it sent Tanahashi into the guardrail.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, if
He's starting to recover already, though. What does that say?
Wow. I was just getting ready to say, too, it's funny that we see Tanahashi recovering, because I was getting ready to say, if I didn't know about the pride of Shinsuke Nakamura, I'd take the countout victory. But Tanahashi, man, it's not going to come that easily.
No.
He was rocked, though, I'll tell you.
You know what's crazy to think about, though, John?
What's that?
Bad Luck Fale beat him.
I know, man. I know. Granted, it was a lot of Bullet Club outside interference, but the record books will say, when they recount this G1 Climax, that Bad Luck Fale beat Hiroshi Tanahashi.
And you know what, John? I don't know if you've noticed this, but literally every single time so far that Tanahashi has tried to challenge Nakamura in one of these strike contests, it's shifted the momentum in Nakamura's favor.
Right. Again, it's Tanahashi.
And look, again, Nakamura standing tall, Tanahashi reeling. This is kind of the picture that we've seen after every one of these little strike bouts that they've had. This is the third one now, and Nakamura is taking it to Tanahashi.
I don't know why Tanahashi continues to engage Nakamura on this front.
Pride.
And that's got to be it.
Foolish pride, but pride nonetheless.
And now these guys, both of these men getting up for more. They know what this match is about. This isn't just your typical contest. No, this is the G1 Climax 2015 Finals.
That's right.
The winner will get...
You'll notice, John, again, who comes out of the strike contest with the advantage?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
That's right.
And look at that!
And the knee. Perfect timing, perfect setup for Nakamura. And look at this, the lung blower.
I think that was a single knee lung blower at that, Ashton.
Oh, it looks like he was trying to hit the double knee, but his right knee kind of fell out of proportion. And look at that inverted slam. Nakamura's getting all his shit in right now, man.
Nakamura may be feeling it here.
I think he's going to call for a Boma-Ye here.
He is. He's shaking both legs out. He's prepping for it. He knows.
He hasn't even hit a sling blade yet.
Oh, wait a minute, though. He could use Nakamura's momentum to do just that. We'll have to wait and see. Is Nakamura going to hit it? And, wow.
The knee.
Ingenious counter.
Tanahashi, man, he is so mean sometimes. I love it. And that's the thing I think with Tanahashi is when he is just kind of in his pure, like, I'm going to win by the grit of my teeth and I'm just going to, be the better man, I get annoyed with him. But when he sinks to these levels, when he stoops this low so as to do a drop kick to a man's knee just to avoid getting kicked in the head, I love it when Tanahashi does this kind of stuff.
Tanahashi is always thinking. He is always thinking. And it's so funny that I say that because, oh, wait a minute here. And now Nakamura there with the knee. Look at that.
He went for the swinging around the back enziguri, but look at this dragon screw.
The dragon screw there. Unbelievable.
Tanahashi had Nakamura scouted. He knows that he likes to do that backwards swinging enziguri kick.
That's doing your homework now.
Cloverleaf.
Oh, my God. And if he gets it here, could this be it? He's got it.
Look at the angle, John.
Oh, the head of Nakamura.
Such a high angle. Not just the head, the neck.
Nakamura, though, wagging the finger violently. He's saying, I'm not out of this. Don't count me out of this.
Great way to break somebody's neck.
Oh, man.
And there Nakamura shifted the leverage a little bit to get some pressure off of his neck. Oh, but now look at this. Tanahashi pulls him right back.
Oh my God.
He's bending him in all the wrong ways.
And Ashton, even if Nakamura gets to the ropes, as I always like to say about prolonged submission holds, what is that going to do?
So he got there. So smart by Nakamura. He built up as much energy as he could and just used all of it to get to the rope as quickly as possible.
In a single burst. But how much has Nakamura been worn down at your estimation, Ashton? I mean, that cloverleaf had to be just utter hell on Nakamura.
Neck has definitely been softened up. And now look at this.
That cradle, almost a Mission Oku driver.
Yeah, but like a single leg hook version of it.
Oh, now could it be high fly flow here? Could it be high fly flow? Nakamura's been worn down and he moves out of the way. And look at the positioning.
Oh, Boma-Ye!
He got it!
He can't go for the pin, though. He can't capitalize.
And that's the difference maker right there.
And that's why Nakamura is on Team Chaos and not on Team Washington Capitalizers.
And you see, though, Tanahashi in excruciating pain. His head had to be rocked and just rattled. I'll tell you, the ferocity of that knee by Nakamura could disconnect a brain from its stem with how intense it is. But
wow.
Tanahashi is still with us.
Quite the violent hypothetical there.
Well, hey, they don't come any better than Nakamura.
No, they don't. And now he's going for a middle rope Boma-Ye.
I think
he's going to be able to capitalize on this one, too, if he hits it.
You'd have to think, because I think adrenaline would take over at that point, Ashton. Can he get it?
He
got it!
Oh, again, go for the pin, Nakamura. Come on, what are you waiting for?
I think he wants to put this away definitively. In a way, I can't blame him, Ashton. I can't blame him. He knows he's in the ring with Tanahashi.
It's true.
Put the nails in the coffin while you got him.
But why would you try and hit it head on? Go behind him.
I don't know. Can he get it here? And no, he doesn't. He doesn't. The pinning combination here. Tanahashi.
Into the bridge. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Nakamura kicks out.
Nakamura staying in it.
Knee to the chest. Kick to the back of the head. Come on, knock.
Nakamura has to finish this now. He got it.
He hit it. Pin him right now. Pin.
1,
2.
2.
Oh, Tanahashi just barely kicked out.
I wouldn't even call that a full kick out. That was like a flicker of the arms, just enough to signify that he was still in this.
His shoulders are still on the mat and everything, and now we see a replay.
Let's take a look at that kick out again, because I'm telling you, that was the weakest kick out I think I've ever, and we're not going to see it, but that was the weakest kick out I've ever seen.
Oh, come on, Nakamura!
This is bad for Nakamura, though. He's already hit so many knees to Tanahashi.
Armbar.
That armbar could be the last resort, Ashton.
What is he going for here?
Trying something in a fireman's carry position. Tanahashi stuffing the attempt. And now Tanahashi, I don't like that positioning by Nakamura. And I don't know what happened there.
Oh, neck breaker here, maybe.
Neck break, got it.
Oh.
Wow. And you know what's so appropriate about that neck breaker to me, Ashton, is that we know the damage that was probably done in the neck during that cloverleaf. And now Tanahashi in firm control here.
You know what? I think Nakamura might have been signaling at a Samoan driver there when he had him up on his shoulders.
You're probably right. Sling blade.
Oh, no.
This isn't looking good.
This is the comeback, John.
Oh, but Nakamura already stirring, though. Nakamura already stirring. It's not going to matter.
2. Look at that. That's why he weakens the knee, so that he can do that and they can't catch him.
And now, can Tanahashi hit it again here?
He's going for another one.
He got it.
Hits it. In the pin.
1, 2.
2.
Oh! Nakamura stays in it.
Out.
Nakamura stays in it.
Oh, my God.
You don't go through a tournament as grueling as the G1 Climax to lose after that. Not saying it's not a great effort by Tanahashi, but he needs more. So much more. You're talking to the winner of the B block, a man who battled back from an elbow injury, the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. He will not die.
And John, how telling is it that now both men have hit their big finishes 3 times each?
And we were talking about the number 3, Ashton. I find that incredibly appropriate. And now could it be? Oh, wait, Dragon Suplex.
Dragon Suplex.
Nakamura, I think that.
Off, but the arm trap. But Nakamura breaks that off as well. The slap. Oh, and the punch.
The shot. Could it be the Samoan driver? Couldn't he get it here? He got it.
The landslide. He calls that the landslide, John.
He got the landslide. And Ashton, in my personal analysis, I do think it's going to come down to that Nakamura armbar. I don't know, though.
Do you think it's going to be a submission battle? Armbar versus Cloverleaf?
Well, we already saw the Cloverleaf. We've yet to see the armbar. But I think if he's able to get it on Tanahashi, that could do it.
He almost needs Tanahashi to try throwing a lariat in order for him to go for that, though. He doesn't just lock it in for no reason. He uses it as a counter to a lariat.
I wonder if there's any way to counter the sling blade into that armbar. I'm trying to visualize it.
Oh, that would be redonkulous. Well, I mean, I don't think we would have been able to visualize him using an armbar as a counter to a lariat either, but he still pulls it off because he's just that good.
I mean, Ashton, here's the thing. When he made Okada tap out, it convinced me that armbar can beat anybody, and that includes Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yeah. But
so
now,
we'll see.
Both men are struggling so much to recover. Both men are not on their feet yet, and the referee is not even going to count because there must be a winner to this match.
Oh, the ref knows, Ashton. He's not gonna get too involved in this, and for the first time, because I know I've given the referees a lot of crap in the course of this tournament. I don't blame them. Let these two men kill each other. It is about the G1 Climax. It's about punching your ticket to Wrestle Kingdom 10. It's about taking your spot. And Nakamura wants to take his spot, and he's got to beat Tanahashi to do it. A man who's monopolized the spot for so many years. As you said about Wrestle Kingdoms, he's monopolized the decade. And now, can he continue to do that here? We are back to a strike battle. This is Nakamura's forte.
He's going to win this every single time.
You have to bet on him. It'd be stupid not to. I mean, there's no bones about it. And I'll tell you what, though, Tanahashi and that damn pride still goes for it. Oh,
Nakamura
man.
Is up to his feet before Tanahashi.
What a match this has been.
And now the strikes. Oh! Tanahashi returns quickly, though. Nakamura with the advantage in strike battles, but this is looking relatively evenly matched, unfortunately. And I apologize to everyone. I'm extremely biased in this match. I'm a massive Nakamura fan.
Hey, it's all right, man. I think you earned that right. We're at the end of the G1 Climax.
Oh, but look at this. Tanahashi changes it up.
Yeah, the change in form to the uppercut. And now look at that. Nakamura, it almost looked to me, Ashton, it could have been the camera angle, but it almost looked to me that Nakamura had to use Tanahashi to support himself.
Nakamura is fading.
That is not good for the king of strong style.
But look at this.
Look at that!
He's hitting the knees now into the shoulder.
Oh, my God. I think even
into
the head, Ashton.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And now what's he thinking about here? Guillotine, maybe? No, another knee to the midsection that time. Wait, Tanahashi caught that one.
But he slapped him. But
he still got the dragon screw anyway. Oh, Tanahashi. Tanahashi doesn't even know where the hell he is, though. He doesn't even know where the hell he is. My God, what a fight between these two men. And now he's going to go over another sling blade. This is Nakamura's time. And wait, is he going to do it?
Oh, here it is! Here it is! He's got it in the arm. Oh, but Tanahashi's so close to the rope. Tanahashi reverses the momentum. Nakamura has the armbar locked in. His body is between Tanahashi and the ropes.
But Tanahashi has the hands clasped, Ashton. He has the hands clasped.
But look at Nakamura. He's using his feet, or he was using his feet to push the opposite arm away.
He's trying
Tanahashi's grip is tight right now, though.
It is just an iron vice-like grip. Those hands coming together, never to come apart. It's almost as if Tanahashi's telling them, don't quit on me. Don't quit on me, buddy. It's the G1 Climax Finals. I need this. One more time. One more Wrestle Kingdom main event. It's within our grasp, and I think he's got it. I think Nakamura's got it.
It looks close, but I don't know. I don't think he's got it locked in right.
I don't think he's got as much power behind it as he'd like, Ashton. And Tanahashi a bit close to the ropes anyway, and I think he's got a leverage advantage here as well.
He does have a leverage advantage. There's no doubt about that. And now look at this. Is he going to go for a powerbomb here?
Oh, but that arm...
Nakamura does have the armbar in pretty tight right now.
That's in.
Oh, but no, look at this. Nakamura doesn't have it in tight. No, look, Tanahashi. And now Tanahashi kicked him in the head.
Wow. And then the knee! He got it!
But go, capitalize!
Yes,
roll him over! Roll him over!
He shoots the half!
One, two!
And oh my God!
And again, he just barely got his right shoulder up.
That wasn't a kick out. You know what? Honestly, I'd even question if that response was Tanahashi. You have to wonder if the body was just like, It is so used to being in big match situations. You have to wonder, was that just instinctual on the part of Hiroshi Tanahashi?
That almost seemed like an involuntary reaction to hearing somebody hit a mat twice.
That was the word I was looking for, Ashton. Thank you. Involuntary. It was an involuntary response. And Nakamura, what else can he do?
Tanahashi's out.
Tanahashi is out cold.
If this was... if... I was getting ready to say if this was an I Quit match, Nakamura would have won, but don't tell that to John Cena.
Yeah, exactly. How funny that you're thinking of that name and those words and just everything. And now
look at this. Do you really want to set Tanahashi on the top rope, though, Shinsuke?
I don't think he does. But Ashton, here's the thing. When the stakes are as high as a Wrestle Kingdom main event, a world title shot, and you've already hit a man with your best shots, you get desperate.
It looks like he wants a Samoan driver from the middle rope.
I don't like this for Shinsuke. I don't like this at all for Nakamura and Tanahashi, who has the dominant control here. I think Nakamura still does, to be fair, Ashton.
Yeah, but Tanahashi's fighting it. Look, there's the elbow.
Tanahashi's showing resistance. The elbow's there.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is not good.
No. Tanahashi's on the top rope.
Oh, man, these two fighting back and forth. Tanahashi now seems
look
to
at
be
this,
in the dominant
forearms
position.
from Tanahashi.
Oh, man, Nakamura.
He's hitting so many forearms. But
Nakamura
is still alive. Oh, but the slap.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at the positioning, John. Look at the positioning.
Oh, my God.
High
fly flow. He's got to get into the cover, though. He couldn't get on it immediately.
Oh, Nakamura would kick out immediately. Now look at this.
Dragon suplex. He got it. The bridge. There it is. You got to make the count, ref. 2. And Nakamura stays in it.
Oh, my God.
What is it going to take from either of these men?
The kitchen sink, John. The kitchen sink.
You once said...
Across the ring, Nakamura is.
Oh, wait a minute. He got it. He got it. That's got to be it.
He's going for another one here. This might be it. Nakamura, get your knees up.
Could it be the swan song for Nakamura?
Oh, and
I think it is. 2, 3 count.
Tanahashi is main eventing another Wrestle Kingdom, John.
His 6th consecutive Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom 10 belongs to the ace of New Japan.
But now the question has to become, will it be Okada or will it be Styles that he's going against in Wrestle Kingdom's main event?
You'd have to imagine that it's going to be Okada. I mean, who could forget Wrestle Kingdom 9? Those two went back and forth. Tanahashi's still the only man to kick out of the Rainmaker. And I gotta say, I am disappointed by the outcome. Like you, we did show a little bit of our bias. We were all Shinsuke Nakamura, but
I think they just showed some fans in the crowd that are crying, wearing some King of Strong style merch. And quite frankly, I don't blame them in the least bit.
I mean, Ashton, we got to understand, and for anybody that, doesn't understand, I mean, Japan culturally, pro wrestling is so revered here.
And not only, it really does feel like now, what does Nakamura do? He lost the Intercontinental Championship earlier this year, and now he lost his opportunity at the World Championship. It seems like he's a bit directionless right now.
It's been a rough year for Shinsuke Nakamura, and it's so strange to have that sentence come out of my mouth because you really are talking about one of the best in New Japan, in your eyes, the best in the wrestling world right now.
Can we establish, though, that it took not 3, not 4, not even 5, but 6 high fly flows to finally put Nakamura down for the 3 count?
That's what made him the winner of the B block. That's what made both of these men winners of their respective blocks, and Tanahashi the winner of the G1 Climax overall. You have said multiple times, Ashton, throughout this tournament.
And dude, think about that. I freaking picked Tanahashi to win it.
You did. That's right. And Tanahashi went to distance, and he won this thing. And Nakamura, class act. A class act.
Yeah, he is. He's great.
Nothing but respect for the best. These two men left it all in there, and everybody on their feet, including the legends. And wow.
Could you imagine if Tanahashi joined Chaos? Talk about unfair.
Oh my God, too OP. It's already OP enough.
Yeah.
And that is, I gotta tell you, for fans and Nakamura himself, that has gotta be a heartbreaker to leave that ring to Hiroshi Tanahashi. But to Shinsuke Nakamura, I say you gave us everything you had, and then some. He has nothing. Yeah. He has nothing to be ashamed of.
The New Japan flag here to Tanahashi.
I think this is what Tanahashi dreams about daily, to be honest.
G1 Climax flag there. Look at that.
The flag. There's the trophy. There's the check.
Does that say 10 million yen?
I believe it does. Good God.
So that would be about 10,000 or no, actually I think that would be $100,000.
Wow.
Dang, man. I mean, it wouldn't actually, you know what, now that I think about it, it would be like $83,000. I think that's actually an exact, what's the word? Not translation, conversion.
And
$83,000, and he's going to treat the giant check like a freaking air guitar, isn't he? Yeah, of course he is.
And Tanahashi, I'll tell you what, that giant check and the trophy are nice, but you know he's looking straight ahead to regaining that IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you.
Wow, that was, what a match, though, John. Let's just say that. What an incredible match.
That was a phenomenal match. Both men gave everything of themselves. You know, it's funny when you hear people, particularly those in the business, talk about pro wrestling. One word that comes up so many times, well, I should say the 2 words, passion and sacrifice. And damn if we didn't see both of those elements on full display in this G1 Climax final.
Absolutely. And now Tanahashi posing with the check and the trophy and the flag and all that stuff. And a massive congratulations to that man. He was the better man today. And now it looks like Nakamura is 1-5 against Tanahashi in their last 6 matches.
Tanahashi, with the role he's been on, and with the downward spiral Okada's been on conversely. But again, you posed the question. It may not even be Okada. We have to remember, AJ Styles pinned Okada in a 6-man tag tonight, and he posed with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship to get in the head of Okada after the match. Okada was out after the Styles clash, so Okada has a very troublesome future ahead. Because if not AJ Styles, then that man in the ring right there, Hiroshi Tanahashi, may just have the honor of dethroning the Rainmaker.
And I don't know, John. I know it's possible, but if Tanahashi beats Okada a second Wrestle Kingdom in a row, I am definitely going to have some salty feelings about it.
I think you and I both. And, you got to wonder about Kazuchika Okada. I mean, he's one of the best in the game. But you got to wonder. He was watching this in the back. AJ was watching this in the back. Tanahashi has had personal victories over both of those men. Are they salty? Are they grinning to themselves thinking that they get to do it again potentially? I don't know. All I know is this, is that right now, like it has been from the way it sounds for the last several years, this is Tanahashi's ring, and nobody's taking it from him anytime soon.
Yeah, man. Tanahashi, top of the mountain again. And, John, people have been asking us this for a while now, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'd be down for it, but I want to ask you before I make any announcements. Would you want to continue doing English commentary for Japanese shows?
Certainly. It's been an honor and a privilege for me, to experience my first G1 Climax. I won't lie to you guys. It has been grueling, but oh so rewarding when you get matches like this, like what we just saw.
Yep.
And I have nothing but the utmost respect for the Japanese culture and Japanese wrestlers. Again, it's so revered here. I've got to be honest. I even tell my friends a lot, Ashton, that I'm envious of Eastern culture and how they treat pro wrestling, because I wish it got that kind of respect here in the Western world. And just the only time we really get media coverage is either A, WrestleMania, or B, a death in the business.
Although it is worth noting, ESPN is going to be covering SummerSlam.
That's really cool. See, that's what I like to hear. But
that's a Jonathan Coachman move, believe it or not.
Well, I've always liked Jonathan Coachman, and now I like him even more now. So that's awesome.
Well, there you have it, folks. John and I are, as long as there is demand for it, as long as you guys are interested in hearing us do it, we're going to be trying to cover every major New Japan show with some English commentary. And like I said, as long as you guys keep on enjoying the show, and hey, if you watched this episode long enough to hear this announcement, then you're the kind of fan that we're targeting right now, because you are the kind of person that we are doing this for.
Absolutely. For my closing end of things, because I'm just left breathless at the sight of Hiroshi Tanahashi winning yet another big matchup. But let me just say this. To everybody who took the ride with us from day one and has kept up with us till now, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, and I think I can speak for Ashton this one time, even though I don't normally like to.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It means the world to us. That is what made getting up and doing these commentaries, figuring out game plans when maybe New Japan wasn't working right. Your support, your love for what we do made this completely worthwhile and one of the most fun experiences of my pro wrestling fandom. And for that, just the biggest debt of gratitude to you, the best wrestling fans on the web.
And a thank you also, another thank you to those that have helped us, because we are never going to claim to be experts on New Japan Pro Wrestling. We do a lot of Googling, a lot of Wikipedia research, both in between and during our recordings for this commentary, and we want to thank those of you that have helped us as far as filling us in. I know one person brought up that Makabe and Tanahashi were a tag team at one point, and there's just been a lot of little kind of tidbits that people have been dropping on us, a lot of knowledge bombs that we have used and talked about in our commentary, and we want to thank all of you for that.
We couldn't have done this without you guys. And then, I know that's usually such a schmaltzy line, but in this case, it's 100% truth. And I just wanted to extend my sincerest gratitude. And what a G1 climax, Ashton.
So, John, having taken into account that Tanahashi won G1, who would you call the MVP of G1 25?
Well, taking into account that Tanahashi won, you know what? I'd say the MVP. I'm still going to give it to Karl Anderson.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know, for me personally, and I'm going to flip the question on you here in a second because I want to hear from you. But for me, Karl Anderson showed me I will never call him just a tag team specialist ever again, because he showed me that he can hang with the best of them in singles. And I really do wish it was him in the final. Not that it would have mattered, because again, Tanahashi having supremacy of that ring. But what about you, Ashton? Who was the MVP in your mind?
Naito.
Oh, yeah, that's a great answer. Naito showed up at this tournament.
I don't think anybody entertained me more consistently this year than Naito. Well, this tournament specifically.
And again, those upsets, both AJ Styles and the man in the ring now, the winner,
yep.
Tanahashi. I mean, man, yeah, Naito had a great run. So, yeah, that's
Let's think about it this way, though, John. Okada has a pretty massive lineup leading up to Wrestle Kingdom, because if you think about it, he just got pinned by AJ Styles. In the G1 tournament itself, he got pinned by Goto and Nakamura. And Wrestle Kingdom, his opponent's Tanahashi.
Right.
So Okada has quite the lineup going on right now. And it's also worth noting that Tanahashi might end up needing to defend his Wrestle Kingdom title shot on the way against the two men that beat him in this tournament, Bad Luck Fale and Naito.
That could be. You know, I mean, anyone and anything could come out of the woodwork. Yeah. That remains to be seen. What you can always count on, though, for big events like Wrestle Kingdom 10 and the like, is just the best English commentary from myself and from my cohort in commentary here. What a tournament this was.
Absolutely. It's been an amazing experience. And, you know, taking into account the fact that we both had our voices basically just hanging on by a string, and the amount of stress that goes into making sure that New Japan World has their upload, and the fact that we were forced to miss day 10 because of that and all this stuff, I would do it all over again for sure.
I would as well. And you know, it has. I mean, you're absolutely right with everything you're saying, but when you get classic bouts like we did here, and more importantly than that, the appreciation of all of you, who again have just been so wonderful, you're damn right it makes it worthwhile for the two of us, and you're damn right we would do it all over again.
And we will be doing it all over again when we do it again next year, too.
Absolutely.
We're not done, folks. This isn't the last time that you've seen us, you know, it's not the last time that you've seen us commentate Japanese wrestling, and more specifically, it's not the last time you've seen us commentate G1 Climax and go all 19 shows, and they might even have more shows next year, but I don't know.
Who knows? What I know right now in the present, on the 25th anniversary of the G1 Climax, Tanahashi, the confetti, just rained down there. Not really confetti, I guess more like streamers rained down.
Yeah.
And he's just rolling around in them now. I'll tell you what, say what you will about Tanahashi.
Angel?
Yeah. Say what you will about Tanahashi, but he earned this time.
He did.
You know, he had a battle of his own. I keep commending Shinsuke Nakamura, and he deserves to be commended. He battled back from injury, and he won his block.
Yep.
Tanahashi, he had some rough losses, and in the end, to win his block, he had to beat the very best in AJ Styles. And like I said, Tanahashi, he's been the man for several years, and it looks like he's going to be the man for several years more. And I defy anybody to stop him, and maybe Okada is that man. That's why he's the champion. But
hey, like I said, though, it might not even necessarily be Okada and Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom. There's a lot that can change by then, and because of that, that's just another reason why John and I are going to be keeping up with the product and continuing to provide English commentary for you guys. So with that being said, John, if you have any last thoughts, go ahead and let them out now. Otherwise, we're going to close this out for now.
I love you guys. I love this first G1 Climax. This was an experience I'll never forget. When Ashton told me, I remember when we were talking about doing this, and he told me how big the tournament was. I couldn't believe it. My eyes widened, because I'm like, no way we're going to get to experience a tournament that huge. It was everything I thought it would be and more, and I thank you for taking the ride with us.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will, I mean, if you're only interested in New Japan, we'll see you for their next pay-per-view. But if you've been following us just as a whole, we'll see you all for our Monday Night Raw Twit Wow tomorrow night.